cuts back inside. He's going for a touchdown.
Yes, on the board.
Got it. And that is a touchdown, Rowlett. Back, he's headed towards the end zone. Touchdown.
Good afternoon and welcome to Allen Eagle Stadium in Allen, Texas for today's outstanding playoff matchup between the Rockwall Yellowjackets and the Sachse Mustangs. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Reeves. I'm joined by my partner Bobby George. Bobby, I'll tell you what, for the Sachse Mustangs, another outstanding season, undefeated coming into this 11-0. They've got sights set on bigger things. Of course, if they win today, it'll be the farthest they've made it in their history.
Yeah, it's absolutely a beautiful day now. The problem is their combined records is 40 and 77 that they've been playing against. So not a whole lot of winning is on the other teams as much as you would like, so you don't really know how strong Sachse is. But I tell you what, they've got to come out and just blow and go today and hit Rockwall right in the mouth right at the very beginning and take the lead early.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, again, as we said, Sachse, they've gone to the second round. They have never made it to the third round, so they are looking for history today, and they've got a great, talented team. They certainly expect to win this game and to go a lot farther here in the playoffs, and we are just about set to get underway. The Yellowjackets won the opening toss, and they deferred to the second half, so the Mustangs will receive.
Yes, and we'll get to see Jalen Maiden right off the bat. He's their big #1 quarterback, big in the big state of Texas.
Kickoff by Cole Talley, going to be taken right at the 1 yard line. This will be returned. Boy, a nice return here for the Mustangs out across the 25, and they will start at their own 26.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier earlier that Sachse has to come out and be super strong right at the very beginning because there's been a lot of adversity over on the Rockwall side. They've had to win 3 or 4 straight games to end their season to even get into the playoffs. So they have had that adversity. They know how to lose, and therefore knowing how to win is a very big part of it. Sachse, on the other hand, has not had any adversity. They've went through the entire season without losing one game and not even being behind hardly in a game.
You're exactly right. And so here come the Mustangs, of course, led by the senior quarterback, Jalen Maiden, #4. Got a trips look here to start the game to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. He's going to look to throw on first down. They're going on one-on-one coverage, and little far out of the reach. Boy, pretty good coverage out there as well. They were looking for Trent Dean, but the pass is incomplete.
Well, I tell you, it looked to me that Trent Dean was kind of fighting with his defensive back a little bit and wasn't able to open up his stride and take off running down the field. Jalen Maiden put a pretty good ball right there where he could catch it, but I don't think that defender was letting him get off his route.
There's a snap to hand off to Christian Cole, a pretty nice hole. He eludes one tackler, and #20, Anthony Orgy, for the Rockwall Yellowjackets on to make the stop, but not before Cole gains about 8 on that second down play.
Christian Cole, 6'1", 205 pounds. I mean, he is a load to take down, and all year he's been a load. It's 8.5 yards in every time he touches the ball. He's got 21 touchdowns, so it's going to be pretty hard to stop him today.
3rd down and 3 here. They send a man in motion. There's the low snap, the handoff to Cole, and he breaks through the line. He's got some running room up here. Chased by one man, and he is going to be tackled at around the 21, but a huge gain there by Christian Cole.
Well, you got to see that running lane that he had. It just opened wide up. Miles McAdory, 6'5", 270-pound offensive lineman, just demolished his man and allowed Cole to get through there.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. The handoff once again to #5 Cole. This time not much as the Rockwall defense there to stack him up, led by #14 Blake Barone. It's giving 2 on the carry.
You see these big offensive linemen there that the broadcast is showing us. I mean, they are some big guys that Christian Cole can run behind. It's not just him. It's every rushing guy that they've got on their team averages almost 8.5 yards an attempt.
2nd down 8, the fake handoff, and the throw out the flat is in and out of the hands of #3 Miles Nash. They were looking for that flat pattern there, Bobby, and it looked to be just a little out of his reach.
Well, I tell you, they sent their wide out straight down the field, #11. It was man-to-man coverage, so Miles Nash just pops out in the flats, and he's wide open over there. If he catches it, he may be able to turn that one up to the end zone.
So a big 3rd and 8 early. Maiden looking to throw a 3-step drop. Here comes pressure, and he's going to escape for just a moment, and then he gets hit and dropped. It's going to be 4th down, a gain of about 3, but it's going to be 4th and 4 for the Mustangs.
Boy, now what do you do? What do you do here? Do you send out your unit and go ahead and try to take the 3 points?
It certainly looks like that's what the Mustangs are going to try to do here, as you see Maiden coming off the field. So a field goal attempt here by the Mustangs to try to take the early lead.
Charles Washington looks like he's going to be the kicker out there. Or Peyton Reyes now. Peyton Reyes, I believe, is who it is.
Yeah, Peyton Reyes to attempt the 33-yard field goal from the left hash. 10 seconds on the play clock. Here it comes. There's the snap and hold. The kick is up, and it's got the distance. Let's see if it's good. It is.
Boy, that's a good kick because the wind is actually blowing right in his face.
So a look right there, number 89, Peyton Reyes. The Mustangs strike first. Our score with 10:03 remaining in the first quarter. The Sachse Mustangs 3, the Rockwall Yellowjackets nothing. We'll be back after these messages on the GRS TV. Sachse, after the 33-yard field goal by Peyton Reyes, has the Mustangs with the early lead just underway here at Allen Eagle Stadium. We're glad to be a part of it and glad that you are joining us.
Well, it's great to be out here. It's awesome. The atmosphere out here is just crazy. Getting into this second round, I mean, everybody's already filled up on their turkey from Thanksgiving. They come outside and enjoy a beautiful day of football.
Kick's going to be taken at the 15 by number 11, Jackson Smith. He's a dangerous return man. And the Sachse Mustangs do a great job to track him down right at the 20. Now they're going to give him forward progress to the 22, and that's where the Yellowjackets will start.
Yeah, you got to take the ball straight up the field against this Sachse Mustang team. They're just too fast to run side to side. You think you can outrun everybody to the outside and get the corner, but Sachse is just too fast and too disciplined.
So the Rockwall Yellowjackets take the field for the first time on offense. They are led by their junior quarterback, number 12, Jacob Clark, and he's had a good season, Bobby, for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, Jacob Clark, 173 completions out of 272, so that's 63% passing.
Handoff goes up the middle to number 6, Zach Henry, and nothing doing there, as he's going to maybe lose a yard on the carry, and he may be hurt as well.
We've talked about it all year, that front four of Sachse. They are a big group, and they're fast and athletic.
Henry able to get up off the turf, so he looks to be okay, but a loss of 1 on that first down run. It's 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, I think they're going to look to Jacob Clark a lot today. They're going to have to throw the ball. You know, he's got 2,700 yards on the season, 29 touchdowns. So they're going to have to throw the ball against this Sachse team.
Send a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Zach Henry to the right side. He's got some room, and he's out across the 25 down to the 27. So a nice gain of about 5. It's going to set up 3rd down and long.
Zach Henry, he's 185 pounds. He's pretty big himself. 600 yards on the year, 5 yards an attempt. Of course, they've lost their number 1 senior running back, Bailey, to the season. He's not able to participate in today's game. So Zach Henry steps in, and he's been doing a fine job. Really played well in the playoff game last week.
3rd down and 6 here for the Yellowjackets. Snap to Clark, fakes a handoff, play action. He rolls out. He's looking for his man, Jackson Smith. He's got him, and they're going to say incomplete, that he was out of bounds. So a catch by Smith, but out of bounds, and it looks like a 3 and out for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, straight comeback pattern, but I thought he needed to throw it just a little bit sooner. He waited a little bit late, and as a result, the receiver just kind of gets to the sideline too fast. He has to go over there and get it, just steps out of bounds as it comes down.
So a 3 and out for the Sachse defense. That's the way they definitely wanted to start this game, already leading 3-0, and they're about to get the ball back. There's a snap to the punter, and the kick is away. A nice high kick. It's going to travel out of bounds.
Oh, no. Did it? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark him out of bounds here. Looks like around the 25.
Whew. I mean, what a punt.
Yeah, let's give him the 26. So a great punt that time by number 18, Logan Claiborne.
I mean, there's no chance of returning that, especially when you place it right out of bounds. And if it didn't hit out of bounds, it would have rolled to about the 10-yard line. I mean, that's one of those, if you don't put pressure on the punter, then he can kind of roll out and do that little rugby-style punt. Boy, did he do it good there.
So the Mustangs back out on offense. 1st and 10 from their own 26 with a 3-0 lead early here in the first quarter. There's a snap. The handoff to Cole trying to get outside. Picks up a block, and he's going to bust another big run here to the right side. Finally tracked down around the 44 of Rockwall, but another huge gain for Christian Cole.
That offensive line is really doing what they need to do. They're getting a big body on everybody, and you've got to contain that outside if you're a defensive end. But that big offensive line was just able to turn their body on them and just really open up the running lane.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs in Rockwall territory. There's the handoff once again to Christian Cole, another big hole, and he is going to have another first down around the 31. So the running game is really working here early for Sachse.
Yeah, look at big number 65, LaTrey Harris. He's 390-pound offensive lineman, and he's just really got about 100 pounds on his defensive guy that he's putting his body on. I mean, it's just driving them backwards.
There's a snap, another handoff to Cole trying to get outside, and this time Blake Barone comes around the end to make the tackle, a gain of about 3 on that first down carry.
And this is what they do. You look at Jalen Mayden's numbers. He's only got 165 attempts on the year. That's not a whole lot throughout a whole entire season. They run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and then when you try to stop that run, then when he'll throw the ball on you.
There's a snap and the quick throw out to Miles Nash, and pretty good tackle there by the Rockwall Yellowjackets as they hold him to a short gain, maybe half a yard, Bobby, so it's going to set up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Orgy just comes up really fast and makes a great play. He's about 10 yards deep on him, but he reads it so quick, he's able to get there in a hurry and make a one-on-one tackle. Look at that, how fast he gets up there. Boom, 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 there he is.
So another 3rd down for the Mustangs in Rockwall territory. Just inside of 7 minutes here in the first quarter. There's a snap and penalty flags on the play, and we may have a false start here against the Mustangs.
Well, I tell you, they get in these 3rd and short, and then there's even 2nd and short, and they can't get that. Second time inside the 30-yard line that, they threw that little incomplete pass on the first drive that put them in 3rd and short, and then they couldn't convert, and now all of a sudden you've got a 3rd and short again, and you get a penalty. So.
Yeah, the 5-yard penalty marked off will set up a 3rd down and 9 and perhaps change your play call here.
Absolutely, because now you're thinking, okay, we average 8.5 yards a carry. Let's go ahead and hand the ball off. But now, you got to get 9 yards. That's pretty tough on a run. Now it's a free play.
They may have got an offside here. It is going to be a free play for Maiden. He's going to try to escape outside. Breaks one tackle and then upended, but I believe they're going to go ahead and take the penalty yardage, and we'll repeat 3rd down with a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's when you know you got them. You got to go ahead and throw the ball up on that one, see if you can get one in the end zone.
Officials talking, this has got to be an offside call against Rockwall, however. So let's see if the Mustangs elect to take the penalty. It's going to be 4th down and short or 3rd down and 4.
So you got to take the penalty because they're going to mark 5 yards off and it repeat 3rd down again. So it puts you right back where you were before you had your offsides.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you're 4th and within a yard, you're definitely going to take the penalty there to have the extra down. So 3rd down and 4 now for the Mustangs.
Now you can run the ball again.
There's the snap, and that is what they're going to do to Christian Coleman. He gets hit in the backfield, and he is going to be tripped up for a loss as the Rockwall Yellowjackets there.
Boy, out of all the plays, you get a 3rd and short, you've got to make your block right there. Big number 5 for Rockwall just blows right through and blows that whole play up.
Yeah, that's Alston Orgy, the senior linebacker, and it is 4th down and 5 after the loss of 1, and this time it looks like the Mustangs going to go for it here.
Yeah, you got the wind kind of blowing in your face. It's not too strong, but up a little higher, you do feel the breeze.
So here we go, 4th down and 5 for the Mustangs. There's a snap. Maiden rolls to his right. Here comes some pressure. He throws it. Ball's picked off. Number 20, Anthony Orgy with the interception. Still on his feet and then finally tripped up around the 18, but that is a turnover for the Mustangs.
So the two brothers make big plays on 3rd down and short. The brother, Orgy, that's going to Vanderbilt, blows through as a linebacker and makes a tackle in the backfield. And then the Orgy, the sophomore brother, sitting back there and makes a nice job, breaks on the ball, picks it off.
Yeah, number 20 is not who you want to throw against. He is a good one, Bobby. He will be a D1 recruit, heavily recruited next year. He's got a lot of offers already as a junior, and Rockwall comes up with the first turnover. So 3-0. The Rockwall defense bends but doesn't break, and now they're going to try to get on offense. As you see play action, they're throwing deep. Number 1, Cam Creighton's out there. Oh, and just out of his reach. Woo, Sachse dodged a bullet on that one, Bobby, as the throw was there, but just off the fingertips of number 1, Cameron Creighton.
Braylon Brooks has him covered all the way to about the 45, and it's such a long pass, you kind of let up a little bit, but the receiver didn't. He was looking back at the quarterback, knew it was coming to him, so he turns on the jets while the defensive back starts to slide off of his jets, and boy, he really just barely missed that one for a long touchdown there.
Second down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. 5:45 remaining in the first quarter. 3-0 Sachse on top. There's the snap, the handoff to Henry. He's going to be bottled up for a gain of only about 1. So it'll set up third down and long once again.
Boy, Bryce Robinson comes in off the defensive end spot, and he doesn't know, he can't tell if Clark has handed the ball off or if he's hiding it. And he goes ahead and he hits him in the back, and then Clark's like, hey, I don't have the ball. But that gives a lot of credit to Clark, how good he hides that ball. You never know if he's got it or if he's going to hide it and pass it.
Third down and 9 here for the Yellow Jackets. They send a man in motion, fakes the handoff, another play action pass. He's got time. Throw to Jackson Smith. Oh, nice play. Number 28 of the Mustangs, Braylon Brooks, comes across to knock it away.
Well, he reads that so nice. He steps in front of the ball. In fact, I thought they were going to throw the crossing route. You see their open receiver, but he elects to go outside, and Braylon Brooks just sticks his right hand in there and barely knocks it out.
Boy, so a great start here by the Sachse defense. 2 3-and-outs of the Yellow Jackets.
Now, if I'm them, I think I'd put a little pressure on that left side so he can't roll out and punt that rugby-style punt. Go ahead and just bring the pressure from that defensive end over there.
There's a snap. Logan Claiborne gets the kickoff. It's going to bounce. They kick it away from the return man, number 9, Drew Jackson. Takes a Rockwall bounce inside the 40, and it will finally be downed inside the 35 at around the 33-yard line, where the Mustangs will take over once again, 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, I just think Sachse has really put the pressure on Rockwall, but Rockwall has just not allowed them into the end zone. They've figured a way inside the 25 to not let them get that first down and extend that drive. But they really need to change the field position here. They need to get a stop early so that they can force Sachse to punt and get the ball, change that field position a little bit. Right now, Sachse's dominating this side of the ball.
Hand off to Christian Cole, trying to get outside, and he's got one man to beat. He gets around him. Another nice game for Christian Cole. Boy, he's on his way to a big game here today.
Well, it's worked on first down and second down. It hasn't worked on third and short. And I believe a lot of it is Rockwall's bringing that linebacker, number 20, up the middle a couple of times on some stunts. And it's really changed the dynamic of that run game when they bring him up there.
Cole's already got 113 yards rushing. He gets another handoff, and this time short gain on the play across the 45 to about the 47, so a gain of 3. But again, 113 yards, giving 3 more, 116 here in the first quarter for Christian Cole.
He's 6'1", 205 pounds. He doesn't look like he's really fast out there, but he's had a lot of room to run, and then he'll punish you at the end of it. If you get in his way, if you even try to hit him low, his knees are so strong, he'll knock you backwards.
This time, another handoff to Cole. He's hit immediately by Alston Orgy. Falls forward for 2 yards, but once again, a 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Mustangs.
You see him coming through there, just left untouched. They got to put a body on Orgy because he is the man that's really stopping them. Everybody else they handled pretty good, but you leave Orgy open, he's gonna shut the ball down on you.
3rd down and 5. There's a snap, passing here, maiden 3-step drop. He's got plenty of time.
Nobody open. Nobody.
He's going to run here. And nice move. He's going to have the first down. Finally taken down by number 5, Alston Orgy, but he does pick up a first down on the run.
Well, I tell you, the coverage was perfect. There was not a person open. We're sitting up here seeing it from the bird's eye view, and we're looking at what he's looking at. He's like, oh, my goodness, there's nobody. But look at the block on Orgy. They were able to stop that man, and then you got Maiden to go ahead and pick up the first.
Maiden keeps it himself, and he is going to be tackled behind the line by number 14, Blake Barona, and number 20, Anthony Orgy. So a loss of about half a yard. Bobby sets up a 2nd down and 10. Got 3:13 and counting here in the first quarter. Really a first quarter that's been dominated by Sachse, but it's only 3-0 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Rockwall's really been able to dodge a couple of bullets here.
There's a snap, fakes a handoff, play action, quick throw out. The catch is made by number 9, Drew Jackson, but he is taken down immediately by number 10 of the Yellow Jackets, Drew Gladney. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, Drew Jackson just does a little 5 and out from the slot receiver, and just picks up 4 or 5 yards, just a little catch and throw, and just pick up a little bit of yardage to make it a short 3rd down. So that, it's a very manageable. If you can get 3rd and 5, it's very manageable.
There's the snap. Maiden looking to throw. He's got time. No pressure at all. Here comes the throw. They're looking for the end zone, and the pass is thrown out of bounds. It's going to be 4th down and 4.
Boy, he had so much time to throw the ball. There's just not anybody being open. And he had so much time to throw it, he was actually directing number 7 right there to go down the field, Derek Rose. He was like saying, hey, go down the field, go down the field. And he throws it deep on him and just sailed out of bounds. Now it's 4th down. What are you going to do?
Yeah, they're going to go for it again here.
All the offense is still out there. That's right.
Yeah, 4th down and 5. They've got to get to around the 31 to pick up the 1st down. Another 4th down opportunity. There's a snap. Maiden looking to throw. He's got time. Throws across the middle, and the catch is made. Boy, great catch by Drew Jackson. The coverage was there again, Bobby.
Yeah, and I wasn't thinking he was throwing to Drew Jackson. I was thinking he was throwing to the crossing route underneath, which does open up. You'll see on the instant replay right here. See him coming across. He was wide open, and he throws it to Drew Jackson coming around the other side. And, boy, that was tight coverage, but great catch.
1st and 10, a penalty flag comes out. 2 penalty flags, and we got a false start called here against the Mustangs.
Well, this is what killed their drive last time. Last time they were inside the 25, boom, they get a 5-yard penalty. This is where you've got to be perfect.
So 1st down and 15 now for the Mustangs after the 5-yard mark-off. In a quarter that's been dominated by the Mustangs. 3-0 currently, but Sachse driving once again.
Well, I'm going to have to give it to Christian Cole here again.
And that's what they do here, and he tries to get through the middle of the field, and he gets the penalty yardage back and maybe a yard added on to that. So it's going to set up 2nd down and 9 after the gain of 6.
That's what they do. They spread you out, so they got 2 wide receivers on both sides. So you got to bring, you can't really play a safety almost, and you got to spread your linebackers out over the top of the slot guy. And now we've got another legal procedure.
Yeah, it's going to be another procedure called here against the Mustangs. That's going to back them up 5 again.
I mean, these are things that you do on your first game of the season. Not this time of the year. I mean, you've got to know what your snap count is. I mean, you've got to know it. You've practiced for, 5 months now on this snap count.
Just inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Sachse on top 3-0. 2nd down and 14 here for the Mustangs. It's been all Sachse in this first quarter.
They're going trips right.
There's the snap. Maiden looking to throw it. Here comes pressure. Finally, he's going to be hit as he throws. Catch is made, however, and then taken down at around the 16-yard line. So a nice throw and catch of about 8, Bobby. It's going to set up a 3rd down and manageable 5.
Well, I tell you, again, he has so much time to throw it, he gets to wait for somebody to open up. Look at him. I bet we got 5 seconds on that count right there. But still, nobody open. Nobody open. And it looks like the receivers are running in slow motion. And a lot of that could be that Rockwall's chucking them at the line and not letting them get up and run.
There's a snap. He's going to roll to his right. Here comes
he's
pressure.
opening the end zone.
And Austin Orgy with the sack on Jalen Maiden. It's going to be 4th down and long.
Boy, I tell you, man, they all out blitzed right there. And it left number 9, Drew Jackson, wide open in the back of the end zone. But Maiden couldn't find him because he was looking for the rush.
So Austin Orgy, the senior, has to come off the field after his helmet comes off. It's going to be 4th down and 14, and looks like the Mustangs going to go for it here on 4th down.
Well, they've really got inside the 25 so many times already this half and has not been able to convert on any points. I tell you, this is the time you go for it, though, because Austin Orgy's not in the game.
Maiden looking to throw. They're looking for the screen pass. Oh, and that was read perfectly by the Rockwall Yellowjackets. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Number 37 for Rockwall comes across to make the play. And here's a look at it, Bobby.
He goes left, and throws back right. I mean, it was a good play design. Maiden does a good job of faking it out. But boy, Rockwall stayed in their spot, came up, made a beautiful tackle. It doesn't matter about what the stats are. Sachse can just dominate the whole game, but if you can't get in the end zone or put any points on the board, you're leaving Rockwall right in the game to be able to take the lead on you. One big play, and the whole game's changed.
Yellowjackets 1st and 10. They're looking for the quick throw out to Jackson Smith. He makes the catch, cuts 2 defenders.
There it is.
Here he goes. And he's at midfield before he's taken down by number 2, Micah Buchanan.
That's what Sachse hadn't been able to do, is set up that little screen over there. But Rockwall ran it really nice.
There's a snap. They're going to fake the handoff to Jackson Smith. They're looking for Creighton. He's open again.
Wide open.
He's there. He catches it, and it's going to be 1st and goal. Rockwall at the 2.
Just like that, you can dominate the whole game, but then you don't get in the end zone. This is the kind of things that happens right here. Boy, that was a beautiful play, though. He does a fake one way, and he does a reverse fake the other, and then throws the deep post.
1st and goal for the Yellowjackets. Under 10 seconds left in the 1st quarter. There's the snap. Handoff to Henry to the right side. Touchdown. Rockwall. Woo-wee. So after being dominated here in the 1st quarter, Bobby, they have a nice drive. It only took 3 plays, but here's the touchdown run by Zach Henry.
Well, we've talked about it. Sachse hasn't ever been hit in the mouth. We'll see how they react to adversity here.
Number 80, Landry Poppin on to attempt the extra point. There's a snap and hold. The kick is up by Poppin. It looks good, and it is good. So with 5 seconds remaining here in the 1st quarter, our score, the Rockwall Yellowjackets 7, the Sachse Mustangs 3. We'll keep it here. Bobby, I'll tell you what, again, Sachse has dominated this 1st quarter, but they go for it on 4th down. Rockwall comes up with the big play on the screen past the tackle there, and it takes them 3 plays, and now they've got the lead.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, they were inside. I guess they'd be about a 33, 35-yard field goal 2 times in a row that they elected not to kick that. And this time it cost them. You can't have false starts like they did. They've had 3 false starts inside the 25. And you do that sets you back. And you can dominate the whole game, but you got to put points on the board.
Yeah, and of course, in fairness to the Mustangs as well, these kicks would have been into the win, so it makes it a little more difficult. But you're right. It's you got to come away with the points. They've been inside the 30 on all 3 drives and have only come away with 3 points.
And they've really dominated the run. Christian Cole is just really adding the numbers up. It's just right when they get inside the 25, they're breaking down a little bit. They're missing blocks and jumping off sides.
So the Yellowjackets set to kick it away again. This will probably be the final play of the 1st quarter. Number 25, Cole Talley. Number 80, Landry Poppin set to kick it away. They have 2 kickers, Bobby, and they'll use either one of them.
One's right-footed, one's left-footed.
Yeah, this time Poppin, it's an onside kick. It takes a good bounce. And I think Rockwall's got it. Looks like number 20, Anthony Orgy, let's see what they call, may have gone out of bounds. They're going to talk about it here. Boy, this is a big play.
He goes up high and gets that, but what happens? He lands straight on his back, and I bet you every breath of air in his body left him. And it pops out right at the last second. I think it rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they're going to say it's out of bounds, so Sachse catches perhaps another break. Watch this bounce. And there you go. Orgy has it, comes down on his back, and the ball comes loose.
The ball and out of bounds.
Woo-wee. So Sachse catches a break there. And they're going to have great field position here. Looks like 1 more play remaining here in the 1st quarter. There's only 3 seconds run off the clock. So the Mustangs with a 1st and 10 from their own 40 with 2 seconds remaining.
And it looks like Orgy's having to come out because his helmet came off, so he's got to set a play out.
Yeah, you may want to dial up a pass right here.
Yeah, you dial up right where he was supposed to be covering.
There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Cole, however, up the middle, and Rockwall's defense there to stuff him. Boy, a big hit there at the end. I saw a mouthpiece go flying.
Man.
And a gain of only a yard, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So we've come to the end of one here at Allen Eagle Stadium with our score. The Rockwall Yellowjackets 7, the Sachse Mustangs 3. Back for the start of the second quarter. It's been a good game here thus far, Bobby. Really what we expected coming in is both of these teams are really good.
Sachse dominating the first downs. They've had 6 first downs, 148 yards, total yards. I mean, they really dominated that first quarter.
Here comes the pitch outside, and he gets the corner and then takes a big hit out of bounds.
Welcome to 6A football.
Well, that's number 21 for the Yellow Jackets, Jacob Rather, but a nice gain that time for number 22, Matthew Carter, who's into the game for Christian Cole. Bobby, we talked about it there. It looked like Cole took a big hit there at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, they had his knees tied up, and he was kind of sitting there waiting to go down, and boy, he took a shot, and the mouthpiece flew out. And we were looking at him, and he had to come off the field. So there we go.
3rd down and 6. Maiden trying to keep it himself, trying to get outside. He's going to have it and more.
Oh, boy.
Player, and then gets tackled and inside the 40 at about the 38. So a big running play there by Jalen Maiden.
Woo, he's athletic. I tell you, it got the crowd going crazy. All these little kids are going, oh, my goodness, look at him go. Well, this is what we talk about good football right here. Woo.
Handoff inside and a short gain of about 3 yards for number 22, Carter.
Yeah, I think Carter, it's actually a good little change of pace because, Christian Cole, as big as he is, he's not the fastest guy at hitting the holes and things. And then you got Carter coming here, and now he's quick. He's really fast, so he can outrun some people.
Carter with the run again up the middle and a gain of about 3 more. So it's going to set up 3rd down and about 4 here for the Mustangs. And you're right, Bobby. Matthew Carter, a good change of pace back. And, of course, obviously you hate to lose Christian Cole for any amount of time, but tell you what, when you have him coming in, you're in good shape.
Yeah, like the couple of plays before, he comes swinging from the outside. Now you see him, he's still taking a knee over here on the sideline. But you see Carter coming around the outside, and he's able to outrun everybody to the sideline to get that extra 2 or 3 yards. And here we go, 3rd and short, and boom. Yeah. Rockwall's got their number on 3rd downs.
Yeah, Maiden tries to keep it to the right side, but he's going to lose the yard. It's going to be 4th down and 4, and I would imagine here comes Christian Cole that Mustang's going to go for it again.
Well, now you got the wind, and if you can kick a little 40-something yard field goal, well, it'd be pretty tough, man. You need to get to the 25 at least.
Looks like we got an official timeout. There's an injured Rockwall Yellowjacket. That's number 14, Blake Barone, the middle linebacker, and he's going to come off the field here. But again, another 4th down and another time to go for it here for the Mustangs.
The Mustangs have their 3rd down efficiency has just not been great against Rockwall today. And usually that's where they're strong. You get 3rd down, they run the ball 8.5 yards a carry. They've really got a good passing game that's real efficient. But Rockwall's dialed their number today on 3rd downs.
So they reset the play clock and had not seen it start. Okay, now they're resetting it again. Okay, there they go. Now they're still asking them to reset it. Okay, now they're ready. So 40-second play clock again. Mustang's probably not going to take all of that. Yeah, I think we're ready now. So now they're going to wind the clock. So 4th down and 4. The Mustangs have the offense on the field looking to go for it here. There's the snap. Maiden looking to throw it. No pressure. He's got time. Here he goes across the middle and incomplete. And that's another turnover on downs, and the Yellow Jackets take over.
Well, I just think that was poor execution because I was looking at all the receivers. There was one receiver running a strong route. The rest of them kind of walked off the line and didn't even run a route. And in this type of a game, I mean, if the play breaks down, you've got to be trying to get open. It doesn't matter if the ball's not designed to go to you or not. You've got to flat out run your route and run it hard, because Maiden sees that. He knows that guy's not open and would love to throw to somebody else, but he looks over and everybody's standing still watching the play. I mean, that's why you can't convert on a 4th down.
So another turnover on downs, and the Yellow Jackets with the lead have the ball 1st and 10 at the 32. They're going to send number 11 in motion, Jackson Smith. They're going to hand it off to Zach Henry. Big hole up the right side.
Woo-hoo,
and he is going to get almost to the 40, so a gain of about 7 on the carry by the sophomore Henry.
Boy, he comes through there, and when he was about to get hit, he laid the shoulder down, and he delivered the blow. He didn't take one.
There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Clark going to roll to his left. He's got a man in the flat, number 45. That's going to be a 1st down. And taken down at around the 47, but a nice play there by the Yellow Jackets, and Justin Childers picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened here. It looks like they read it. You see the linebacker, and he turns his back. Number 9 there, he just turns his back and starts running and doesn't even see where the pass went.
Hand off to Henry to the left side. Oh, nice running room, and he is across the 45 down to the 44. That's 9 more for Zach Henry.
Boy, you see big number 77 right there. Matthew Joyce, 6'5", 325-pound offensive lineman, and what happens is he makes an initial block. He's a sophomore. He makes his initial block right there at the line of scrimmage, and then he jumps off onto the linebackers, and he pushes his linebacker all the way down the field, and when you got that, then it's easy running for your running backs.
2nd down and short once again for the Yellow Jackets at the Sachse 44. There's the fake handoff, and rolling out to his right is the quarterback. He escapes pressure. He's going to throw it out of bounds. No grounding as it is past the line of scrimmage, and he is outside of the pocket, so 3rd down and 1.
That was a nice job right there by Chase Davis, 6'1", 245. He breaks that outside there, and he reads it perfectly. Whoop, oh, there you come to roll out. I'm going to get you. And then it's just a running game, and Clark decides he's going to go for it on 3rd down and short. Just don't get sacked right here. Let's throw the ball away.
Yeah, 3rd down, and this is really a big play here for the Mustang defense. Boy, Zach Henry, the running back, is about 6 yards deep. They're going to send number 11, Jackson Smith, in motion. Jacob Clark with the quarterback keeper still on his feet, still moving across the 30, and finally down at the 29. That's a quarterback keeper that goes for about 12.
I've never seen anything like that one now. I tell you, usually that gets stopped right there. You get 1 yard and you go down. But that big offensive line, man, I mean, they just get to pushing. Somebody's got to go down a little lower on the ground right there and stop that. Where was your safeties at coming in on that?
Number 8, Jacoby Deloach finally tackles Clark, but a 1st down for the Yellow Jackets at the 30. There's the snap, and the handoff to Henry, trying to come to the right side. He's got a lot of room, and a blocker out front. Gets a good block from his receiver. Another 1st down inside the 20, down to the 16.
Boy, Cedric Johnson has to save that one.
Boy, great block in the front.
Well, you see that cross block right there, just opens it up. Cedric Johnson coming from the other side of the field is able to make the stop. Well, I tell you, Rockwall's made some adjustments here, and they figured out what to do or how to play against Sachse. They figured something out because they've just been able to move the ball down the field.
And the Mustangs are going to call a timeout here. They want to talk things over with their defenses. This is a good drive here by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take a quick break with them. We've got 8:15 remaining in the 1st half. Our score, Rockwall 7, Sachse 3. Back from timeout. A look at the Sachse Mustang defense here as Coach Behrens with a good timeout right there, Bobby, to kind of settle down the defense here. They need a stop right here of Rockwall. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17, and Well, it's a good timeout call there, I believe, by the Sachse coaching staff.
Yeah, it looks like Rockwall's putting too wide, and then they're bringing the guy in motion, and it's been throwing Sachse off a little bit.
They're going to send number 11, Jackson Smith, in motion. He gets the handoff, and boy, good job by the Sachse defense to hold him to a short gain. That was number 6, Cedric Johnson with the tackle, and Smith with a gain of only 1.
Yeah, it's 2 huge plays by Cedric Johnson right back to back. Because he wasn't there. Again, that one may have went to the end zone again.
Inside of 8 minutes here in the half. Rockwall on top 7-3, 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers to the top of the screen, nobody down here to the bottom. They're going to send a man in motion once again. They're going to hand off to Henry to the left side. He's got some blockers.
Oh, ball's out. Sachse's got it.
And I think Rockwall
looks like
got it
Rockwall
back.
Oh.
Zach Henry came back and got on the ball, but a big hit out there. I believe that was 9 Drew Jackson, was it not? Or maybe 8.
Well, I tell you, he does that little spin move, and the ball flies out. I didn't see how he could have got that ball back.
I think it was Jacoby DeLoach, number 8, that makes the big hit right.
Boom,
there. It is.
There it is, and just went right back into his hands. Real fortunate right there for Rockwall.
So a big 3rd down and 8 coming up right here for the Yellowjackets. As the Yellowjackets dodge a bullet, here comes Jackson Smith in motion. They're going to throw it to him. That's a lateral. He's looking to throw it. He's got a man there.
Picked!
And an interception in the
end
zone.
Woo! Micah Buchanan lays out.
Boy, big time there for a turnover for the Mustangs. And as you said, Bobby, Micah Buchanan with the great interception in the end zone.
Oh, great play. You know, but Sachse actually was playing 10 yards deep. Nobody was playing up tight coverage, so it was a perfect coverage for that particular play. You just got to give it to the way they were playing defense at that point in time, because normally if they were going man-to-man or something, that play would not have happened. It would have probably been a touchdown.
So let's see if the Mustang offense gets a little bit of life after that interception. First and 10 at the 20. There's a snap. The handoff to Cole. Big hole up the middle. And he is going to be taken down. Takes another big hit at the end of the play, but he's going to gain about 8.
Well, that's what they're good at, but that's really been happening on 1st and 2nd on Rockwall's side of the ball. To see if they can get down the field and convert those on 3rd down is short.
Hand off to Cole once again, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage, a gain of about 5, and that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 32 now for the Mustangs.
Boy, he's just racking up the yards. Now 175 yards to 130 against Rockwall. So starting to tighten up. The game's getting a little closer now.
There's a snap, another handoff to Cole to the right side. He's got a lot of room out here, and it closes in a hurry. He gets tackled, but another nice game, Bobby. I'll tell you what, if they keep getting 6, 7, 8 yards, you just hand the ball to him all the way down the field.
All the way, and then you can run your play action off of it. You know, that's what they usually do. You just got to stay out of, 3rd and short, 3rd and 5, and then get a penalty. You've got to just keep it 3rd and short.
It's number 20, Anthony Orgy, with another tackle for the Yellowjackets. 2nd down and 4 here for Sachse. There's a snap. Maiden fakes the handoff. Here's your play action. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a lot of room. And once again, number 20, Orgy, and Maiden's going to just slide down underneath that tackle.
He knows, hey, I make my living right here with my arm, not my leg. So he just goes down there, gets that 1st down, knows, well, I can pick up 2 or 3 yards, but I've already got my 1st down, so just go ahead and take a knee here.
1st and 10 near midfield. The handoff to Cole up the middle, and this time the Yellow Jacket defense hits him. Gain of only about 2.
That's where you have that strong legs, strong big boy right there, because you get hit at the line of scrimmage and you still pick up 2 yards. That's what you want to do right there.
Yeah, and they give him 2 more, Bobby. It looks like they're going to give him almost 4 on the carry. So as you said, he kept the drive, or kept his legs going, got those extra yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up. There's a snap, fake handoff, play action. Maine going to try to keep it. He's going to go down. Number 42, Ben McCrillis, along with number 35 for the Yellowjackets on the tackle. That is Marshall Hernandez, and that's going to be a loss of 2, set up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the play was. His receivers just all kind of stopped. So I don't know if it was going to be a pass play or if it was a design for him to run. But either way, there was nothing there, and he just goes ahead and takes a knee on that one.
So a big 3rd down play here for the Mustangs, 3rd down and 8. Got to get to the 42 of Rockwall to pick up the first down. Maiden looking to throw it. No pressure again. He's going to try to run, it looks like. Here he goes. And he's going to have the first down and more. And does he step out of bounds?
Oh, look at the tight walk. He even tries to reach his hand out. He lost balance there, and the ball comes out. But, boy, what a tight rope walking that was.
Yeah, they're going to mark him out at the 10, so it's going to be first and goal at the 10. A nice job by Maiden there to keep in bounds. And first and goal now for the Mustangs.
I mean, the coverage is locked down. There is nobody. I mean, this defensive backs are just doing an awesome job. But when they see him run, then they turn and start to block. And it just opens Maiden up for the run.
Cole with the run. He gets hit immediately, falls forward to about the 8. So second and goal here from the 8.
Again, this drive started back with the interception.
Right at the 20-yard line.
From the 20-yard line, yeah.
Second down and goal from the 8. There's a snap. The fake handoff. Maiden going to keep it.
Oh, man, what
Makes
a move.
Nice move and gets hit at about the 3. Falls forward to the 2, and he may be hurt. No, he's getting up. Good deal. Now there is 2 Rockwall players down, however. So Maiden jumps up, but 2 Rockwall defenders in a little bit of distress.
Well, they all came together right at the same time and hit. Well, they hit together, and I don't know if Maiden kind of slipped through it and the other 2 guys hit each other or what happened there, but it looks like maybe his breast knocked out of him because they are pulling up on his pants strap, which means usually your air's been knocked out.
It's number 37, Tyler Ashworth, down for the Yellowjackets. He's the one that gets faked out right there, but then he makes a good adjustment to come back.
Yeah, they all just collided, and Maiden kind of slipped through the contact there.
So they're taking a look at him, perhaps a leg injury. They're trying to help him up right now. As you see him sitting up, that's a good sign for that young man.
I tell you, it's
and
third and 2 now. So what are you going to do here? You got 3rd and 2. Usually you'd give that to Christian Cole. But I tell you, every time it's been like this, that Rockwall sends number 20, their linebacker Orgy, right there, and he's been in the mix every time it's been 3rd and 2. They've been able to knock somebody back and stop them.
Got to run the read option here, Bobby. Either hand it off to Cole or keep it yourself if you're Maiden around the end.
Yeah, and you got to run away from Orgy.
3rd down and goal from the 2. Big play in this ball game. Maiden under center this time. There's a snap. He's going to try to move forward, and he may have fallen into the end zone for a touchdown. No signal yet. There it is. Touchdown, Mustangs.
We never see that. Never see them do this, and we like that play. We've never understood when you got 2 yards to go, you snap it 5 yards deep. This is smart. Get behind those big boys, and I thought maybe they might try something when they substituted that big offensive lineman, number 65, in there, 380 pounds, that they were going to run behind him, and they did.
So the extra point attempt coming up here by number 89 for the Mustangs, Peyton Reyes, is to make it a 3-point game. Looks like some movement there. Yep. Let's see who they get it on.
Looks like Sachse.
Still no signal yet as they're talking about it. Referee coming with the call.
Ball start on the offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty, on down.
So they are going to get the Mustangs for the false start. That'll back them up 5, and it's been a little bit longer of an extra point attempt, but still very makeable. There's a snap, a low snap, but a good hold. The kick is away, and it looks good, and it is good. So our new score with 3:31 remaining in the half, the Sachse Mustangs 10 and the Rockwall Yellowjackets 7. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. Got a penalty here before the break. And it looks like that penalty is either going to be marked off on the kick or declined.
Well, what was the penalty on? Did you see it?
Yeah, I still haven't seen a call yet, but I'll tell you what, guys, we'll just keep it here instead of going to break, but if you're watching this game on GRS TV.
I'll tell you, that was a great drive. It started with an interception in the end zone, brought them out to the 25, and they were able to 20, and then they were able to drive all the way down the field for a great touchdown right there. And Jalen making it happen. Running the tightrope down the sideline for 20 yards was a beautiful run.
Yeah, Jalen Maiden really made that whole drive go He had a couple of scrambles for first downs, and then, as you mentioned, Bobby, the big one down the sideline. So just trying to will his team on here, and they do now have the 10-7 lead over Rockwall. This game's been a game of momentum so far. Sachse, he, of course, had it early, and then it kind of shifted to Rockwall for a little bit, but now, by virtue of that interception in the end zone.
Yeah, Sachse up to 253 total yards and Rockwall 130. But outside of those long passes that Rockwall was throwing and scored that touchdown on that one drive, outside of that, Sachse's really dominated this game.
Here comes the kick. It is a low line drive kick, going to come down to number 16, and he's going to try to carry it himself out across the 20, still on his feet and taken down right at the 20-yard line. So that's where the Yellow Jackets will start 1st and 10.
It looked like he kind of wanted to pitch the ball and decided he was going to take off running with it. Probably a good job. Just be safe. Give the ball to your offense and let them take care of things. No trick plays right here. You don't need anything to mess you up. You're still in the game here, so let your offense take over.
So the Yellow Jackets have plenty of time. 3:24 left in the half and all 3 timeouts. They start 1st and 10 at their own 20. Snap to Jacob Clark. Play action. Wide open. Jackson Smith here tries an inside move, and he's going to be close to the first down right at the 30. Depends on the spot. And it looks like they may have given it to him. So now they're going to say second down. They're going to say he's just short, so a gain of 9 on the reception.
Chris Washington's playing the flats out there. It looks like he's playing about 10 yards, 8 yards deep. So that was wide open. Every time they want to throw that, they're going to have the opportunity to throw it.
Hand off to Henry. Should be enough for the first down.
Although I kind of like the defense strategy. If you can see where the ball's going to be thrown, you can come up and make the tackle and stop them. 5 or 6 yards, you give them 5 or 6 yards or whatever, you're able to stop them. But if you're running man-to-man and not looking back, then, the offense, a good quarterback will just tear you up every time. So good defensive strategy for Sachse, I think.
Empty backfield. They fake the handoff to Henry. He's got time. Now the pressure comes.
Get him.
Clark looking to throw. He throws. The catch is made.
Good catch.
At the 46, but I think he was past the line of scrimmage, so that one's going to come back.
Boy, Buchanan, again, was right there. He thought he was going to get him another pick. It's dangerous when you throw across the middle of the field like that. I think he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball.
That's what the flag's for. Now, they're talking about it to see if he was indeed, but that's definitely what the flag was thrown for.
Well, he has a lot of time, but Buchanan, you start throwing across the field right there, Buchanan comes across and makes a good play. Yep.
So they did get him.
Yeah, lost it down there.
Of course, the way the penalty works is if any part of your body is behind the line, you're still okay, but they said he was all the way across when he threw it.
He had to get to that marker right there in front of the solid line. See, he's completely over right there.
So they mark the yardage off, sets up a 2nd down and 15. Zach Henry goes in motion. There's a snap. They're going to throw it to him out of the backfield. And he's got some blockers out here, Bobby. He's at the 40.
First down.
And it's going to be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. A nice play that time.
Yeah, but Sachse didn't adjust to that. I mean, Henry goes in motion, and nobody follows him out there. Nobody. He just goes out there, and obviously there's not going to be anybody even pursuing the play. There's nobody for anybody to even block until they're 20 yards down the field. They've got to be able to adjust to that.
That was a backward pass, so that'll go down actually as a run.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They send Smith in motion. They're going to hand it off to Henry up the left side. And, boy, he gets hit and keeps those legs going, however, and gets about 5 out of the carry.
He gets behind those big old offensive linemen, man. There's some big boys right there on that offensive line.
Rockwall looks like they're going to use a timeout here. That will be their first charge timeout of the half. We'll take a quick break with them. We've got 1:36 remaining in the first half. Our score, Sachse 10, Rockwall 7. back from timeout, and the officials did ask to reset the clock to 1:45 while we were away. So 1:45 on the clock. Sachse up 10-7. Rockwall facing a 2nd down and 6 when we come back from timeout.
I tell you, it's been a battle all night with that front four, defensive front four of Sachse and that big offensive line of Rockwall. It's been a lot of fun just watching them battle.
Play action. Clark with the throw.
Ball's out.
Yeah, Creighton. Now I think they're going to call that incomplete. Yeah, he never had it, Bobby, and I think he took his eye off it, looking to make a move, and never really had control of the ball.
Looked like he caught it to me right at the last second, and a hand comes in there and knocks it out. Watch this. Boom, he knocks it out right there. So good defensive play. And I tell you, Sachse had a stunt coming right up the middle. He had to get rid of that ball in a hurry.
Big 3rd down and 6 play coming up here for the Yellowjackets. Got a double stack here to both sides. There's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff to Henry. Here comes pressure from the outside. There's the throw. He's got a man wide open. 1st down, Cam Creighton.
Boy, he runs just a straight comeback, about 12 yards, and boom, comes straight back to the sideline. And the ball was thrown right on the money. Now, you got to bring a little bit more pressure on him. He's got too much time to throw this ball. Look at that. Set, set, set. He stares his receiver all the way down. I mean, but just a great route. I mean, he sold it like he was running deep, and then he puts the brakes on it, and that defensive back has no chance.
Yeah, and watch that matchup over there, Bobby. Number 27, Alex Smith, listed at 5'8". You've got Cam Creighton, the receiver for Rockwall, at 6'2". Clark looking to throw it. Screen pass is set up, and there's a high pass, and Sachse able to read it and knock down Zach Henry. Micah Buchanan with the big hit and a loss of 5.
Boy, he is all over the field today. He's playing that safety. He's kind of like a strong safety. He goes to the strong side and helps out. Boy, he is reading the ball really good. Look at him. Boy, look at that peeling he's got on his helmet. Well, you knocked the peeling off your helmet, the stickers off. Boy, you got something going now.
2nd down and 14. Clark, play action, looking deep. He's got a man out there, number 1, Creighton.
You're talking about
and
pass interference? No.
No penalty flag, so incomplete. Well, the Rockwall sideline going crazy wanting a flag.
Oh, yeah. He was open. He was there for a while. The ball is up. And Smith is able to catch him a little bit and just puts his arms on, right there, and it just hits him in the back.
Now, there is a penalty flag here at the 47. It's not going to be pass interference, obviously, but we'll check this flag.
Well, that's an odd position for the flag. That's either usually where they throw an offsides or something like that, or a holding on the, something right there, but not an interior holding.
Yeah, they're talking to Coach Barons here. Hands to the face against Rockwall.
There we go. That's why we didn't really know what that call was going to be. That was an odd placement for the flag. So hands to the face is usually they're trying to block somebody or whatever. They get their hands up and it gets underneath that their face mask there, starts pushing on that face mask.
Well, that's a huge penalty. A 15-yarder. It's going to set up a 2nd down at about 30.
You got to bring some heat right here on the quarterback. If he sits back and has too much time to throw it, he's just going to throw a deep post pattern, and those guys can go up and get it.
1 minute even remaining here in the first half. There's a snap. They may just try to run it here, and they do. Zach Henry. Woo! And let's see if Sachse calls a timeout here.
53 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they're going to let it go. I figured they'd call a timeout here because you got 3rd down and forever.
Yeah, you might have some time to do something if you had a chance here.
Exactly. Rockwall's probably just going to let all the time run down now.
And it's an odd deal. They do a substitution as well. So they bring off half their defensive line set and bring in guys we haven't seen yet. So an interesting play call. They got nobody deep either.
Yeah, you're going to see probably a deep pass here because we're under 20 seconds now. There's a snap. No, a handoff to Henry. He's got a lot of room. And tackle made. Now let's see if Sachse wants to use a timeout.
Boy, that's a great tackle by Bryce Robinson. I mean, he breaks through there, and there's nobody. If Bryce Robinson doesn't make this tackle, he's going to go run the whole way down the field because all the safeties went to the sideline.
So Rockwall calls a timeout with 2 seconds, so you're going to see a Hail Mary here at the end of the half. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, you better bring some pressure because Clark can absolutely throw a 50-yard. He'll throw it into the end zone, and if you give him a lot of time to set up, their receivers are like 6'2", 6'3", every one of them. So you're going to have to get somebody in pressure up on that quarterback, because if he has time to throw that jump ball, I don't want to see that for Sachse at all. Now, you're throwing against the wind a little bit, but still, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Now, what they'll also do is try that play that I believe is they played, when the Cowboys played, they throw that little short pass into the middle of the field and see if he can break his way through. You can watch for that kind of thing too. Throw it to your fastest guy in the middle of the field and see if he can just outrun everybody to the end zone. But either way, I don't like 2 seconds and give it to a quarterback that can throw a 60-yard pass in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm real shocked that Coach Behrens didn't call a timeout after that second down stop, because, again, they could have gotten the ball back. Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you're going to give Rockwall one last shot here. 4th down, 2 seconds. This should be the last play barring a penalty. There's a snap. Here comes pressure. Clark rolls out to the right. He's got time.
Get him.
And he's looking. He's going to throw it deep. He got hit as he threw, though, and that ball is knocked away. Boy, good play that time by Jackson Smith to knock it away. And we have come to the end of the first half here at Allen Eagle Stadium. Boy, great first half so far, Bobby. Our score, the Sachse Mustangs 10, the Rockwall Yellowjackets 7. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter. Back at Allen Eagle Stadium at halftime. We're just about set to get underway in the third quarter. Our score, Sachse 10, Rockwall 7. We'll get to the stats in just a moment, but let's take a look at some of the first half highlights.
Man, what a beautiful day right there. Starting it off, just beautiful. Coming through there, crowd's going crazy, and bam, you started off with a 34-yard field goal. Dominated that first quarter, Sachse did. But boy, if you don't put it in the end zone, this can happen to you pretty quickly.
And Creighton there with that reception. Zach Henry with a 3-yard touchdown run. Gave Rockwall the lead 7-3 momentarily until this big play by Jalen Maiden.
We'll watch him walk the tightrope here. Oh, this is when he does the hurdle, and then we see him do a tight walk rope.
Whew. There's a big play in the first half. You're going to see Jackson Smith throw for the end zone.
Cannon coming across the middle of the field right there, taking that one away.
Here comes the touchdown run by Maiden to regain the lead for the Mustangs. There's that big play.
Defense has been great today.
So there we go, our first half highlights brought to you by GRS TV.
And we were saying Sachse's had some great defensive plays, and they've held Rockwall to 182 total yards, and 113 yards in the air for Rockwall, and only 69 yards on the ground. So Sachse's done a great job in that, playing great defense. And Sachse's had 255 total yards. But here's the deal: Maiden's only completed, let's see, he's had 6 of 11 for 21 yards and an interception. So, they've really taken the passing game away from Sachse. And then on the other side, I tell you, rushing, boy, Rockwall has just not been able to stop the rushing attack of Sachse. Sachse has 114 yards total rushing.
Boy, and a big return there by number 1, Cam Creighton. He took the kick at the 5, gets all the way to the 40. So the Yellowjackets with great field position here to start the second half, 1st and 10.
I meant to say Sachse's had 234 yards rushing on this. So they've just really dominated. And if you look at who's doing it, boy, it's Christian Cole with 149 yards and 17 attempts. I mean, just been dominating the rushing attack.
So look at the junior quarterback, Jacob Clark, for the Yellowjackets. 1st and 10 at the 40 as they get the ball first here in the second half, trailing 10-7. There's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff to Henry, looking to throw it. Here comes pressure. He throws it, and a high pass is caught, brought down by Jackson Smith. And the tackle made by number 23, Isaiah Humphreys. Smith loses his helmet, so he'll have to come off the field for a play, but that's a huge catch by Jackson Smith.
Yeah, we've been seeing Isaiah Humphreys been following Jackson Smith all around the field. And, boy, he goes up high, elevates high, and gets that pass. But Humphreys is right there to take him down. Looks like he's a little hobbled as he goes off the field there.
Yeah, Smith limping as he goes off to the sideline, but a great catch. And just like that, the Yellow Jackets in Sachse territory. It's 1st and 10 at the 42. So an 18-yard pass play to begin things here in the third quarter. Going to send a man in motion. Bourne takes a snap, the handoff to the running back, number 21, trying to go to the left side. Boy, and the Sachse defense says, not to this side. A loss of 2 on the play to number 21, Jacob Rather.
Yeah, that big defensive front four, they've really done a great job today holding the rushing attack of Rockwall. They just haven't had much rushing on the ground, 69 total yards the first half. I mean, they've just really done a good job of that. Now, they haven't been able to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback there, but they've really been able to stop the run.
Going to put Rather in the backfield. Send a man in motion. There's a snap. They're going to hand it off to Rather to the right side. Boy, and a good job there by number 91, Zach Gilson, to come off the block, make the play. Short game, maybe a half a yard, but it's going to be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, Gibson 6'5", 200. Let's see, he's 230 pounds, 6'5". Boy, I tell you, he reaches out with one hand. I thought he was blocked pretty good. Watch him just reach out there and grab his guy. Holds him up just enough for the rest of the troops to come in and make the tackle for him.
So 3rd down and 11. They've got to get to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. And Jackson Smith, the receiver for Rockwall, back in the game. He's going to be at the top of your screen. Cam Creighton, number 1, down at the bottom of your screen. Snap to Clark. They're going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll to his left. Looking to throw it.
Nobody to throw to.
He is going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. Boy, great job by the Sachse defense here to hold him. And let's see what Rockwall does here. Let's see if they want to try to punt and pin him deep.
Well, I tell you, the defensive backs here read this perfectly. He gets this rollout. The defensive back set back, and everybody's covered. Look at this coverage. Everybody's covered. It just leaves him nobody to throw to, and then the pursuit of that defensive front four just comes down the line. Just a great job defensively right there by Sachse.
So 1 first down for the Yellow Jackets, but now a 4th and 12. They're going to have to punt it away. Number 18, Logan Claiborne, set to kick, and number 9, Drew Jackson, standing at his own 10. Claiborne's going to throw it. He's got a man out there. The catch is made. He's got to pick up a first. He does. And more. It's going to be 1st and 10. The Yellow Jackets at the 20. Now, we'll tell you, Logan Claiborne is the backup quarterback.
Well, you've got to have scouted that. You've got to know that that's a potential play, and you've got to be ready for it. And Sachse just was not ready for that play.
Also an injured Mustang on the field as well.
Well, I tell you, we were talking that Rockwall will do these trick plays on you. And in fact, the first trick play they ran, you know, Michael Buchanan was able to get in there and intercept the ball in the end zone. This one, it worked for him.
Well, haven't been able to get a number yet on the Sachse defender that's down. Seems to be in a lot of pain. They're checking out, it looks like his his right leg. He's got his helmet off now, in a lot of pain.
They're checking his knee.
Yeah, they sure are, flexing that right leg. And I'll tell you what, why don't we take just a quick break here while they tend to that young man. 9:13 remaining in the third. Our score, Sachse 10, Rockwall 7. We still haven't been able to get the number yet. We think it may be number 6, and they've got him sitting up now. And he is up. It is indeed number 6, Cedric Johnson. Boy, he is a great player for the Mustangs, a 6'1", 205-pound linebacker, and hopefully he can return to this game. Just now got him up on his feet. Boy, he's not putting a lot of weight on that right leg.
Yeah, they were definitely looking at his knee.
Yeah, not a very good sign. Yeah, we'll see if we can pick it up here on the replay. Look at Logan Claiborne with the pass. Yeah, and here he comes. He's coming over to make the tackle. And, oh, yeah, he just plants right there, and it just kind of turns on him, Bobby.
Yeah. So it wasn't like anyone hit him or anything like that. It just...
Yeah, and you see that from time to time. You know, the one complaint people have about AstroTurf is plays just like that. You know, you get that cleat down, and it gets kind of caught in the turf, and you try to adjust to it there, and it, you know, sometimes not very good on your knees. So, man, he is coming off very gingerly, and hopefully he will be okay.
He'll be missed on this team right here. I mean, he's a big part, 6'1", 205-pound linebacker that's in on just about every tackle. So it's going to be one of those that, you know, it's going to be hard to fill that spot.
Yeah, he's one of the leaders on this team as well. So he gets to the sideline and gets a great round of applause from the Sachse crowd, along with the Yellow Jacket fans across the way. And hopefully he can get back in this game, but not looking too good right now. So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets as we're back to live action after the 4th down pass play on the fake punt. And so the Yellow Jackets back in business. There's a snap, and they're going to fake the handoff. Clark's got it, trying to get outside, trying to get around Humphreys, tries a stiff arm, and boy, Humphreys does a good job to get him down, but close to 10 yards. Clark looking for a face mask there, but he's not going to get
down by one hand. There could have been all kinds of crazy things because I think there was holding as well on the receiver and the defensive back.
Yeah, there's definitely a flag on the field, and we've yet to get the call here, but
Personal foul. Hands to the face.
Oh.
Number 2.
Wow.
Automatic. First down.
So we certainly didn't see that, Bobby, but they got a hands to the face against Sachse on that one.
I don't see it, but there was a lot of hold. There was all kinds of stuff that went on during that play.
Let's see. Oh, he
Both
did
of
get a
them.
face mask. Whoa,
Yeah.
how do you miss that?
Yeah, Humphreys comes up, and he looks like he was guilty. He was like, I didn't mean to. He didn't get the call.
So Rockwall with a 1st and goal now at the 6 after the 15-yard mark off. There's a snap, the quick pitch to number 21. He's got blockers out front.
Yeah,
Oh, they get him at the 1. So a good play by the Mustangs to hold him out of the end zone was number 21, Jacob Rather.
Yeah, and Braylon Brooks looks like he's back in playing corner there, and he was able to step up and make that play.
Number 6, Zach Henry, the starting running back for the Yellow Jackets, is not on the field. I didn't see him ever get hurt, but Jacob Rather is in at running back now. It's going to be 2nd down and goal here from the 1. We're going to send Jackson Smith in motion, fake the handoff. Clark going to keep it himself, and he gets hit at the line, spins, and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So the catalyst on that drive, Bobby, the 4th down and 12 play fake punt that went for a completion. And the Yellow Jackets regain the lead.
Well, he gets hit really square right here by Humphreys, but he spins around and goes right back into the end zone there.
Yeah, and Clark is 6'5". I mean, he's a big kid. So you got to do more than just hit him. You got to wrap him up. Landry popping on to attempt the extra point. There's a snap and hold. It's good. The kick is up, and it is good as well. So our new score with 7:57 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Rockwall Yellowjackets 14, the Sachse Mustangs 10. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. So the Yellow Jackets get the ball first to start the second half. They drive it all the way down, take a little over 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 3 seconds to be exact off the clock. Score on a 2-yard quarterback keeper, Jacob Clark, for the touchdown, and now lead the Sachse Mustangs 14-10.
I tell you, it was all the defense played really well, and then they let that punt go. Nice little pass, little trick play, passes it over to the left side, picks up the first down, and then you get a face mask call. Another 15 yards puts you inside the 10-yard line, and all of a sudden it's real difficult to stop anybody. And you got 4 plays inside the 10.
Number 80, Landry Poppin with the kick, and it's going to come down to Drew Jackson at about the 21. He's got some room to return in here, trying to get outside, and cannot get around the 2 Orgy brothers, number 5, Alston, number 20, Anthony, and gets knocked out of bounds at around the 26.
Yeah, you can't run sideways on teams like this. They're just too fast. You gotta hit it and go upfield.
And Jackson appears to be a little hobbled as well.
He ran into his coach there. Coach said, see, I'm still the man over here on this sideline.
So the Mustangs take over for the first time here in the third quarter. They trail in this game 14-10, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And they're really going to have to do something. They're going to have to set and establish the run here, pick up some first downs, and get it going back in their momentum.
And off to Cole to the right side, and number 20, Anthony Orgy, there for the tackle after the gain of about 3, maybe even 4 on the carry. They're going to mark him across the 30 to the 31, so let's give him 4. So Cole picking up right where he left off there in the first half.
Yeah, he's just going to have to – they're going to have to establish this, stay to their game plan, eat up the clock, and then when you get the opportunity to score, you're going to have to do it.
And off to Cole again up the middle, and he's hit by number 14, Blake Barone. Falls forward close to the 35, so it's going to set up 3rd down and short, another 4-yard gain for Christian Cole.
Yeah, he's got to get a couple more yards, so now what do? I guess you're going to run the same thing, but I tell you, you're going to have to make sure you know where Anthony Orgy is. You need to split him out where he's in coverage so that you can run this ball.
3rd down and short. There's a snap. Maiden's going to keep it himself. He's going to be hit. Tries to fall forward. It's going to be close depending on the spot, but I think he is short. Yeah, you're right, Bobby. About half a yard short. Let's see what the Mustangs do.
Tackle by 14, Blake Barron, and number 5, Alston Orgy.
4th down and about half a yard, I believe, depending on the spot here. They're going to set the marker here. 4th and 1, and
you got to punt the ball out of here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bobby. I think Coach Behrens was thinking about it here, but they're bringing on the punt unit. Now let's see if they have some trickery maybe in their back pocket.
I see Jalen Maiden's like, why aren't we going for it? If you're going to line up under center and then you're going to lean forward and get that 1 yard, maybe so. I wouldn't mind that one, but I wouldn't want the one you have to sit there and do a read option or something. But it'd be hard to stop Jalen Maiden to get 1 yard if he takes a snap under center.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. There, a high snap over the head of the punter. That is not good. He's going to get the kick away, but it's going to fall short. Boy, and they got a great roll, so Sachse avoids damage there. Number 34, a great job to get that punt away, Addison Perez.
Again, you know, we've noticed in this game that neither team will rush the punter. They're just kind of sitting at the line of scrimmage. Nobody rushes the punter. Both times, even with Rockwall, they were able to roll out and just really boot the ball. And this time, it cost them because they don't go rush the punter, and the ball goes over his head. You would have the ball if you were rushing the punter. You don't have to go to like you're going to block it, but you got to go put some pressure on him just in case something like this happens. But boy, Sachse just really escapes one there.
Yes, they do.
And gets a great punt out of it.
Yes, they do, indeed. Rockwall 1st and 10. There's the fake handoff. Clark looking deep. Here comes pressure. Steps up, throws. Oh, and the hit is there. As the ball arrives, the pass is incomplete. They're looking for a flag, but none comes out, and the pass falls incomplete. Well, great job in the pocket that time. Clark stepped up to get away from Zach Gibson.
Well, I think Rockwall missed a big opportunity right there because they had a guy running down the post, and he was 10 yards behind the corner over there. Alex Smith, I think, is covering over there, but he was about 10 yards past him. And, boy, if they would have aired that one out, I don't know how you could have stopped that one from being caught.
Snap to Clark, looking to throw it out to Jackson Smith. He's got a blocker out here. Picks it up, gets back inside, and he's going to be close to the 1st down, maybe about half a yard short, depending on the mark here. And a nice play out to Jackson Smith. And
boy, just a great play. I mean, they're able to get this so quick, and they got all these guys out blocking.
Tackle made by number 2, Micah.
Well, they gave him the first on that, Bobby, so a gain of 10. There's the handoff in the middle. And a nice gain that time. And is that number 2, I believe? It is number 2. That is Lawyer Bailey.
Well, Rockwall has come through, and it looks like at halftime really figured a different way to attack Sachse's defense. I mean, they've been able to just really pick up good positive yards just about every play. Sachse hasn't been able to put them in any kind of negative situations since halftime.
It's a gain of 6 on that carry. 2nd down and 4 now for the Yellow Jackets. There's a snap. Handed off to Bailey, trying to get outside to the right. Cuts inside. He breaks 2 tackles. Has the first down. Takes a big shot, still on his feet, and falls to the 35-yard line. A big run by number 2, Lawyer Bailey.
Just a simple run, too. I mean, it was clogged up in the middle, and then he's just able to bounce out a little bit, get a couple of guys missing a tackle there, and then all of a sudden, you're out making first downs again.
1st and 10 at the 35 here of the Mustangs.
You know, we've talked about Sachse's not really had to play through adversity, so, you know, can they, you know, step up and play hard here and regain this lead, get them a good stop?
There's a snap, another handoff to Bailey. Big hole up the middle, and he's going to be tackled close to the 30, so a gain of almost 5 more. The offensive line of Rockwall right now is getting a little bit of a push on that big front 4 of the Sachse defense.
Yeah, they're kind of wearing them down.
44, Kilo Starnes.
You really just, these linebackers are going to have to step up right here, and Kilo Starnes does a good job coming in and making that tackle from the linebacker spot. But, you know, if you got these big linemen getting down on your front 4, then these linebackers have to make a big play.
Inside of 4 minutes here in the 3rd quarter, another handoff to Bailey. This time, the Sachse defense stuffs him for no gain.
Yeah, there you go, Starnes. That's what you do. Starnes comes from that left side linebacker spot. He kind of blitzes in there, big number 44. And the ball just goes right to him. See him sneaking in right there, and he hits that gap. Boom, boom. There he comes through right in the middle and puts a shutdown. That's a nice job right there by Kilo.
So big 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Sachse defense, trying to hold Rockwall without a first down here. Going to be a big play here. Double wing look for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if the Mustangs bring folks.
It's a trick play.
No!
It's a trick
it
play.
Was a trick, and it was a bad snap. And the Mustangs hit number 21, Jacob Rather, and that went nowhere.
Kilo Starnes comes from the right side. He read it. Boy, he read it. He used to play for my Falcons over there, Garland Pee Wee football, man, and we would blitz him every time. He was just as dominant then as he is now.
I was going to say, did you teach him that?
Boy, I blitzed him every play. That's how we won the Turkey Bowl. I sent Kilo Starnes right up the middle every play.
There you go, and it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to go for it here, Bobby, on 4th down, 4th and 7 after the loss of 1.
That was definitely another trick play. They all looked over there and snapped it to the running back.
So here we go, 4th down and 7. Well, I'm kind of surprised they're going for it here. There's a snap. There's the throw at the flat.
Oh! He had him, too.
Yeah, he was going to get the first down, it looked like, but the throw, or the pass, pardon me, incomplete to Justin Childers, and a big stop here by the Sachse defense.
Boy, again, nobody goes with the motion, man. Boop, just relays out. Boop. Oh, he has room to run, man. That's a pickup first down right there. It hit him in the hands. He was just a little hot.
Boy, look at the total yards now as well, Bobby. It is evened up.
Yeah, Rockwall 267, Sachse 270. And the biggest difference here is that Sachse only has 27 yards passing. I mean, they're going to have to do a little bit of opening up there to make that running game go.
Well, here we go. Maiden with the throw, and he has the catch. That is number 3, Miles Nash, inside the 30 all the way down. Well, they're going to mark him right at the 30, so a big pass play, and Bobby, just like on cue, they throw it for a big gain.
He puts this one right in the breadbasket. Look at this. Zipped it right there. It's not like he was wide open or anything. That's 3-on-3 right there. Nash wins it.
Well, that time Maiden keeps it himself and takes a big hit out there to the right side, and he's slow getting up.
Yeah, it looks like Abbas Bell, number 3, comes across and gets him.
Yeah, he may have hurt his hand there, Bobby.
And he's left-handed, and he's holding his left hand. So you know this is going to be a handoff to Christian Cole. He's asking to come out of the game.
Yeah, his left hand is hurting. It's 2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2. There's the snap, and yeah, he's going to hand off to Cole to the right. Oh, he busts through!
He's gone.
And number 20 with the touchdown saving tackle, Anthony Orji.
Well, you know they're going to hand it to him if he's hurt. He's looking at his hands. In fact, he tapped his helmet saying, I want to come out. Boom, look at that. That is a nice block by big number 62. That opens that up. Damon Nixon, 6', 285. Boy, he opened the running lane up. Oh,
and
boy.
There's movement on the Mustangs offensive line, so that's going to back them up 5 and at least temporarily stop the momentum.
On the offense, number 78, 5-yard penalty, first down.
It looked like number 78 was yelling back at the quarterback saying, why did you do that? I mean, it looked like there was some miscommunication right there, so let's not just blame it on the linebacker. I mean, the lineman there. That looks like they had some miscommunication going.
So it's 1st and goal now from the 12. Snap to Maiden. He's going to hand it off to Cole to the middle, and he gets hit immediately. And
well, this is where they've really struggled. They have not been able, inside the 20-yard line, been able to pick up any yards. I mean, it's like Rockwall says, okay, it's time to play some defense, and they can't do anything against them.
So no gain to Christian Cole there. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 12.
Cole's got 157 yards. He's averaging 8.2 already. So if you would think that he would be able to get some yards right here, but it's just been hard to come by.
Oh, and they snapped the ball. There's a broken play. Cole's just going to fall on it there. Boy, it's strange because you had the quarterback Maiden looking over to the sideline, and all of a sudden the ball gets snapped. Boy. What in the world?
And then Maiden just pancakes his guy.
Watch this, Bobby. Look,
thought
he's
it
not
was
even
another.
looking.
Boy, Maiden takes a shot on that guy coming in for the rushing the ball.
Yeah, and that's a big player for Rockwall. That's number 42, Ben McCrillis, the senior defensive end.
Probably just knocked the breath out of him because he's just laying there trying to catch it, I think. 6'3", 245-pound D end right there.
Yeah, and I hope it looks like you're right, Bobby. Hopefully he's okay. May have just got, as you said, got the wind knocked out.
Yeah, he lands straight on his back.
Well, but I still can't get over what happened on that last play. You know, it almost looked like the Rockwall play, but it wasn't. I mean, Maiden was sitting there looking at the sideline for a play call, and all of a sudden the ball gets snapped.
It's like they get into the 20-yard line, and they all panic. I mean, we had a false start again, and then the very next play they snap it. It's almost like when they get in the 20, they need to call a timeout and resettle down.
Yeah, I'm with you
because
on that.
it's the 3 times they've been inside the 20, they've had 3 false starts, and then this.
So now we've got a 3rd down and goal from the 23-yard line, and they're going to let the clock run out here in the 3rd quarter. We're going to go to the 4th here as the final seconds tick away, and that is a fast-moving 3rd quarter that saw the only points of the game by the Rockwall Yellowjackets. Our score at the end of 3, the Rockwall Yellowjackets 14, the Sachse Mustangs 10. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. Back for the start of the 4th quarter here at Allen Stadium in Allen, Texas. Our score, Rockwall 14, Sachse 10. To reset for you here, 3rd and goal from the 23 for the Mustang offense. And, boy, it's going to be interesting to see what they call here, Bobby.
You just got to try to get inside so you can kick a field goal now. You're looking for field goal range.
No pressure. Maiden throws. He's got a wide-open receiver, but tackle made immediately by number 3, Abbas Bell. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 9. And let's see if the Mustangs elect to go for it here or try for the field goal.
I think you got to put points on the board here. Oh, my.
Yeah, they're going to keep the offense out here as he got, actually, I said to the 9. They're going to mark him down at the 7. So it's 4th and goal from the 7. And this is a big play here in this game, obviously. And I'm with you, Bobby. I kicked the field goal here. Your defense has been playing well. I try to cut it to a 1-point lead, but.
Yeah, you need points on the board here.
So here we go, a big play here. 4th and goal from the 7. Snap to Maiden, looking to throw it. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's not going to get there. The Rockwall defense holds. So a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't know what to say here.
Boy, nice job by number 14, Blake Barone, and number 35 to read that one, Marshall Hernandez. They stop Maiden short of the goal line. They're going to mark him down at the 3. So a turnover on downs. Rockwall takes over 1st and 10, and they are deep in their own territory. So the Sachse defense needs to come up big here.
Again, it's the crazy snap over his head, and then false starts. Well, I think you needed to take those points, but anyway, here we go. You at least your defense is down, got them pinned down inside the 5.
And off to number 2, Lawyer Bailey. He gets out across the 5 to about the 7 for a gain of maybe 3.
Boy, he really lowered his shoulders right there, and he hits Michael Buchanan. And boy, it was a collision right there at the 3-yard line.
Clock continues to run as we are inside of 11 minutes here. There's a look at the replay again, and the handoff to Bailey.
Boom. Boy, what a shot.
2nd down, 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. There's a snap. They're going to fake the handoff. The quick throw, and the slant is good for the 1st down. Jackson Smith across the 20 to the 23, and he is injured. He is holding the back of his leg, and that is not good for the Yellow Jackets.
Now, Jackson Smith's been limping around basically the whole game. So I think he must have cramps or something's going on, because each time he gets up, he's kind of limped around.
Yeah, they're certainly trying to bend his leg like a cramp. So that's good news for the Yellow Jacket fans, not good news for the Mustang fans. And an official timeout, obviously, as they work on him, but it does appear indeed to be a cramp. Boy, go back to that 4th down call. Just kind of surprised they went for it there, Bobby. It's a chip shot field goal. You know, he had made a 33-yarder early in the game. And
First
so,
drive.
Why not take the points there, cut it to a 1-point game where a field goal puts you in the lead?
Well, if they've taken all the times that they were inside the 20 and just kicked all those field goals, it'd be 9 points already. So, I think they thought they could pick up that yardage, but boy, it's a big risk, and especially if you're just running your quarterback. I mean, that really hasn't been there all night. It's, Christian Cole, one thing running, he's been averaging good, but the option play with the quarterback running, he hasn't picked up a whole lot of yards each time, especially right up the middle.
Right, and again, if it's 4th and goal from the 2, maybe that's something you do, but it was from the 7. That's a long way to go, and this Rockwall defense, they've come up big when they've had to. They've given them some big running plays, Bobby, but when they've needed to come up big, they have so far.
So now this defense has got to put a stop to it. I mean, they had them inside the 5-yard line, and now all of a sudden you've got a 1st down on the 24, 23. So, boy, you've really got to stop it right here. You've got to make them punt right back to your offense and get the ball back.
Yeah, that was a big 1st down there. They're going to hand off to Creighton coming around to the right side. Picks up a good block. There is a penalty flag, though. That one's probably coming back for holding. And so that run for naught, as this one's going to come back. There is a holding call against the Yellow Jackets. And, we haven't seen a whole lot of flags in the game so far. That's going to be Rockwall's 4th of the game. Sachse has 5 penalties. But a relatively, penalty-free game so far.
Yeah, it's timing of your penalties, though.
That's
more
right.
than just your penalties. I mean, you look at Sachse's, they haven't had a lot of penalties, but they've been, inside the 20 each time, and those have cost you. This one here, that would have been another 1st down. That one cost you.
So the 10-yard mark off, and this is just what the Sachse defense needed. Make them go 20 yards to pick up another 1st down. So 1st and 20 now for Rockwall. So we approach 10 minutes remaining here in the ball game. The Yellow Jackets up by 4. Got a double stack here for the Yellow Jackets. The lone setback is, I believe, number 2, Lawyer Bailey, who takes the handoff. Pardon me, that's number 21, Jacob Rather. And he gets nothing up the middle, no gain whatsoever. So here's this Mustang defense stepping up big.
Boy, they did. They closed in a hurry. But, now it's passing yards. You got to expect that it's going to be some kind of play-action pass that he does. He kind of he hides the ball so well, and then he'll just pull up and throw that little post pattern.
And once again, a double stack formation here for the Yellow Jackets. There's a fake
it is.
handoff, play action. He's looking. There's
There it
across
is.
the middle to Smith, who makes the catch. He's back in the game, makes a big catch there, and gets about 13. So it's going to set up third down and short.
It's exactly what we called. He's going to act like he's going to hand it off. Boom, sneaks it back out, throws the little post route right on the money.
So third down and 6 here for the Yellow Jackets. So this is a big play here for the Mustang defense.
So they go trips on one side, and then they run guy in motion here.
Let's see if here comes Smith. Boy, he's hobbling too. The handoff goes to Rather. He's in some trouble. He breaks out of it for a minute. Is he going to have the
He's
first
got
down?
it.
He's close. No, I think he's about a yard
Yep.
short, Bobby, where they're marking him. So it's going to be 4th and 1.
Well, I thought they had him right when they handed it off, and somehow he's got such quick steps. He makes some people miss here. Just reads it perfectly. Woo, strong. Big number 97 grabs him and says, no, we're coming back this direction.
All right, so the last time they went into punt formation, of course, they faked it.
Yeah.
Sachse not sending anybody back to return this, and so
They watch it this time.
yeah, but Logan Claiborne has an open field here. If he can get a good punt away, he's going to pin Sachse deep. Boy, nice punt. Look at this, Bobby. It's going to bounce inside the 20, and they're going to down it at the 19. So a good punt there for Logan Claiborne, but the Mustang defense did what they had to do, and they get it back for their offense.
Well, I tell you, if you kick that field goal, now you're down by 1. You've held them again. You got the ball. All you have to do is get in field goal range again, and you would have the lead. But now you are forced to make a touchdown here. You have to get in the end zone.
So the Mustang offense back on the field.
It wouldn't surprise me if they took a shot, and unless Maiden's hand is hurt where he can't throw the ball. It wouldn't surprise me if they went, go ahead and throw one deep here.
Yeah, there's play action here. He's going to roll out. He throws it, but the low throw is incomplete. He was looking for number 3 that time, Miles Nash. Ran play action there, Bobby, and he rolled out. A little bit of pressure put on that time, and he has to just throw it away.
Now let's see what happens. Yeah, he just comes out just a little fast on him.
Second down and 10 here for the Mustangs. Ball at the 19. Maiden looking to throw again. Here comes pressure. Steps up, throws it across the middle. Ball is low and incomplete. He was looking for Drew Jackson. He threw that one into double coverage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on right there. It looks like he's getting a little happy feet. He might be hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
Got to settle him down a little bit. We've seen that rush throw, to the outside, and then right here, it's time. Usually he will just take off and run that ball.
Yeah, 2 low throws as well, so you wonder if that hand's hurting him as well. Third down and 10 here for the Mustangs. Got to get to the 29 to pick up a first down.
They've had so much success running the ball.
There's a snap. Maiden looking to throw. Here comes pressure again. He steps up, and he goes down. The Yellow Jacket defense with the big sack. And it's going to be 4th down and about 14.
And they rolled up on the back of big number 76's legs when he goes down there, Calvin Barquette.
Oh, yeah, right there. When you hope he is okay, but those are those ones you hate to see when the lineman's not even looking and, somebody rolls up on the back of his leg. That's exactly right.
He's got big knee braces on, so let's hope that helped him out there. Maybe it's ankle or something. But, boy, never like to see that.
No, you do not.
It's interesting, though, that they went 3 pass plays right in a row when they've had Christian Cole getting 8-9 yards a carry every time.
We'll take a quick break here as they tend to the linemen. We've got 7:46 remaining in the ball game. Our score, Rockwall 14, Sachse 10. take a look at. Big number 76 coming off the field. That's Calvin Barkat, and boy, he's limping pretty good too. And you hate to see those type of injuries. And again, he's a big part of their offense. You know, much like number 6 Cedric Johnson's a big part of the defense.
Yeah, I'm glad they wear those big old knee braces like that, because that could have been really bad. I mean, I don't know what the extent is now, but those knee braces help a lot. I mean, and they have him wrapped on both legs, so I'm glad they just had that on him.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Bobby. I'm glad he had the brace on as well. So 4th down, Mustangs looking to punt from the 1. Oh, and it's another high snap. He pulls this one down. There's the kick away. And number 11, Jackson Smith, sits there. He feels it. He's coming to the right side. He's dangerous. Gets outside. Here we go.
Block.
Here we go. Jackson Smith, there is a penalty flag that comes out. So that one's going to come back at least momentarily. It looks like they're saying a fumble at the end of the play, but no indication of who's got the ball. I think Rockwall does again. It's going to come back because there is a penalty flag out here deep.
Number 78, Miles
he pulls and
McAvoy.
throws the flag after the play. It went at least 20 yards downfield, and then he throws the flag. So.
Yeah, there's also another flag here at the 30, so that both of these probably going to be called against Rockwall, so that's going to help out the Mustangs a bit.
It looked like almost I'm not sure what they're going to call, but they did get a huge block. It's in a lot of times they'll call targeting on these guys, and I don't know what that was going to be, but it seems like every time there's a punt play.
On the play, both on the return team. Illegal block in the back on the return team number 3. That's the penalty and decline. Illegal block in the back on the return team number 44. 10 yards from the spot of that. First down.
It almost seems like every time there's a return, there's some type of flag every time.
I'm with you, Bobby. At every level, too, college, pro, everything. You're right. I mean, but I think they're cracking down. You know, safety's become such a big issue. They're trying to crack down on all the, the kickoffs. But we may, here in our lifetime, see it where they don't even kick off anymore. They just pretty much say start at the 20 and go.
I know. And I think that's why they call so many flags, because every time it just seems like there's some kind of penalty.
So instead of starting at the 20, Rockwall's going to start at the Sachse 48. So the Mustangs trying to get their crowd up and going here.
Yeah, the momentum has definitely switched to Rockwall's side. Sachse is flat right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a big series here, obviously, for the Mustang defense. So
you only have 7.5 minutes left of this game. You got to take the lead and hold it now.
Oh, and there's movement. That's going to help the Mustang defense, as that's going to be a legal procedure call against Rockwall.
On the offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So 1st and 15 is Mustangs with another call against Rockwall. Is going to help out their cause. 1st down and 15 now inside of Rockwall territory.
It's interesting that, we start the game and we think, oh, man, both these teams really put up a lot of points. Anyway, yards per game, both of them are up 450 yards a game. And, boy, it's really been a defensive battle tonight.
Quick throw out to Jackson Smith, splits 2 defenders, gets the penalty yardage back, and maybe 2 after that. So gain of about 6 on the pass play, sets up a 2nd down and 8.
Both teams, high-powered offense, and we look at the score, it's 14-10 with 7 minutes left of the game. Whew. Humphreys comes in laying the wood.
Yes, he does. Number 23, Isaiah Humphreys. And a short gain on that wide receiver screen to number 11, Jackson Smith, who's still hobbling for the Yellowjackets. 2nd down and 9. Wouldn't be surprised to see a handoff here, run some more time off the clock. There's a snap. There's the handoff to number 2, Lawyer Bailey, and he's going to be tripped up at the 45 by number 99 for the Mustangs, Tyler Lacey. Lacey's been quiet today, Bobby. We haven't called his name much, but he comes up with a big play there, and it's going to be 3rd down and a long 7.
He's only 6'4", 245 pounds. I think they run the opposite direction of where he's at.
I know I would if I was a coach, no doubt.
Hey, where's that guy? Let's go the opposite way.
So here we go, 3rd down and let's call it 8. And clock approaching 6 minutes remaining here in the game as the Yellow Jacket receivers flipping sides here. You got 2 to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Where Rockwall almost looks confused here on offense as the play clock's at 5. They're going to send Creighton in motion. There's a snap. There's going to be a penalty here, I think.
Handing it off
for
to
offside. The handoff to Creighton. That's going to be a 1st down and more. And he is still on his feet inside the 20. How is there not a flag?
else down again. I mean, I don't know if it's cramps that's happening down there or, you know, these guys are really hitting hard. I do know that, but.
Boy, that's going to be a big injury for the Mustangs. Definitely. That's number 10, Bryce Robinson, the linebacker, and he is swinging his wrist there, Bobby, so it looks like he may have a hurt wrist. Although they're checking his leg right now. He may have cramps as well, like you said.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of warm out here. It's warmer than usual, and when they're playing this hard, you know, I guess they've been on the field a lot too. I mean, and it's warm, they're sweating. They really got to stay hydrated.
On the playing field after the game, please.
Believe we got things restored here. Pardon us for those technical difficulties, but we are back online here, and we're going to try to get number 10, Bryce Robinson, on his feet, and there he is. So with the applause from both sidelines as he comes off the field, so he'll have to sit out at least one play, but looks like he'll be able to come back in, Bobby. I think it was just a cramp.
I tell you what, it's 3rd and long, but you know, even if they don't get the first down, I believe they've got some guys that can kick 45-yard field goals. We were watching them in warm-ups. They were hitting 43-yarders in warm-ups, so you know, they just need to stay right in the middle of the field and basically set up to go up another 3. That'd be a home touchdown up on Sachse. So they got to be careful with the ball here. Even play it safe. Just don't turn it over and play for that field goal if they want to go up 7.
Yeah, here's, of course, the time in the ball game. I'm going to state the obvious. The biggest play in this game so far, 3rd down and 7. Rockwall, of course, in no hurry to get the playoff. They're trying to let as much time run off the clock as possible. Play clock down to 15. They're still in the huddle. And now they just now break. They come up in a hurry. Big 3rd down and 7 right here. They're going to send Jackson Smith in motion. There's a snap. Fake handoff. Rolls to his right. He's got a man in the flat, and he can't hold on to it. Number 82 for the Yellowjackets, not able to corral the pass. And it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to attempt a field goal here.
Man, he saw the end zone, I think is what happens. You're that wide open, your eyes get big, and the ball comes there, and all of a sudden you got to take off running, turn your head just a little bit early. But again, it's a safe play. It's okay. See if they can pick up 3. Now Sachse, they just got to watch for trick plays, man. This Rockwall team will put one on you.
32-yard field goal attempt by Landry Poppin. It's got the distance. Is it good? It is good. And the Yellowjackets take a 7-point lead. So the 32-yard field goal good. We've got 4:08 remaining here in the ballgame with our new score, Rockwall 17, Sachse 10. We'll be back after these messages on GRS TV. Back to live action here at Allen Stadium. Our score, Rockwall 17, Sachse 10. Landry Poppin with a 32-yard field goal to extend the lead to 7. We've got 4:08 remaining in the ballgame. Sachse set to get the ball back. Well, what a great game we've seen tonight in this area final.
Yeah, both teams just playing outstanding defense. But Sachse now, they've got to score. They've had so many opportunities inside the 20 and come away with goose eggs. And I mean, now it's starting to wear on the offense, and maybe they feel like they can't score.
Cole Talley with the deep kick. It's going to chase the return man into the end zone. He's going to try to return this out. Let's see if that's going to be trouble. I saw, boy, Rockwall looking for a flag. None came there. It looked like a block in the back, but Sachse, the benefactor of that, they get out across the 25. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26, so a good return. I thought that was going to be the wrong decision there, but he's going to get an extra yard out of it. They're going to start at the 26.
Yeah, he gets it out to where they would have given it to him if he would have downed it. But, again, he was explosive through there. I mean, the seam opened up. I thought it was going to, but then it closed in a hurry. Goodness sakes.
So here we go. The Mustangs trail in this game by 7. Jalen Maiden looking to bring him back. There's looking to throw here across the middle. He's got a wide open receiver, number 17. Boy, and he's going to have big yardage out across the 40 all the way down to the 44. So that's going to be a gain of 16 and a first down.
Now he comes across all the way from the left side of the field, Cameron Cromer, and he comes all the way across, faces all the way across those linebackers, and it's really difficult to chase somebody that far. So just a well-designed play. That ball was going to him from the get-go.
There's a snap, the handoff to Cole up the middle. Oh, he gets hit immediately, and he's going to go down. No gain. Number 14, Blake Barone with the tackle.
That might be the first time we've seen him kind of get stopped, you know, on that play. Of course, it looks like our big lineman is back in the game now.
Well, that's a good sign for Sachse. Snap to Maiden, no pressure whatsoever. He's got all day to throw it. He lofts it up, and is the catch made? Let's see.
Yes.
I think it is. Boy, with a defender draped right on top of him, he comes down with the catch.
Boy, they just go ahead and throw a jump ball is what they do. And it looked like a jump ball. I mean, that ball had nothing on it except a jump ball pass. Looks like an alley-oop pass. He just tosses it up there and says, go get it for me.
Yeah, both players are down, and I think, Bobby, this may be one of those deals where they're like hooked together by something. Both players are down. But again, I didn't see anything that looked violent. So like I said, I'm wondering if they just had, you know, their uniforms caught or something there.
Derrick Rose is up. It looks like he's fine.
Rockwall player's still down. I believe that was number 9, Elijah Coleman.
Boy, he went up and got it. Both of them played great. You know, two young men out there just battling. And boy, what a great play. Rose goes up and gets an alley-oop pass. But the defender was right on him.
Oh, a great play there.
Kind of landed on his back of his legs or something, but can't really tell.
Yeah, they're still looking at that young man. And let me take a chance again to apologize. We had technical difficulties earlier, but do have everything restored now, so we do apologize for the inconvenience.
And it looks like he's going to be okay because the doctor there looked at his knees and said, yeah, you just get up. You're going to be okay. So I think it's going to be a good sign.
Number 9, Elijah Coleman, the corner for the Yellow Jackets. Walking gingerly, but is able to walk to the sideline.
When you see the doctor do the test on your leg and then pat it and say, okay, get up, I mean, it's not that you're not hurt, but injury and hurt is different. You know, there's different there. So it looks like the guy said, get up, go, you're going to be fine. And so that's when they all got up. So good deal there. Let's hope he's okay.
So 2 big plays for the Mustangs have them knocking on the door once again. They're at the Yellow Jacket 24-yard line. 1st and 10, so plenty of time here, Bobby. You can run the ball once again
I'm giving
if
this
you want.
ball to Christian Cole.
There's a snap. They're going to look to throw it, though. Here comes pressure from behind. He escapes, but doesn't escape from Blake Barone.
That's what you don't want right there, and he has nobody to throw to. Everybody's doing flag routes out. There's nobody in the middle. There was not one person running in the middle, and when you have that, everybody's just covered. He didn't nobody to throw to. That's a coverage sack right there.
Yeah, coverage sack of 3 yards. 2nd down and 13 now for the Mustangs. There's the snap. Maiden looking to throw it. No pressure. Here comes pressure late. Austin Orji escapes it. He's going to throw it in the middle of the field, and that ball is
caught it! One-handed! Oh, my goodness! Trent Dean goes up with one hand and pulls it down.
Well, and I thought that was going to be picked, Bobby.
I mean, not a good throw. Let's just say that for sure. But, boy. Odell Beckham. Trent Dean.
Personal foul on the defense, number 11, participating without a helmet. Pass it into the goal. First down.
So the personal foul on top of that moves it half the distance. They're half a yard away from.
You got to line up under center just like you did earlier in the game and just power in. I mean, it worked that time. Let's do it again and get Christian Cole behind you. And if you don't have anything going, then Cole needs to go in and push you in.
Yeah, I go under center here just like they're doing. Maiden's going to try to get it in himself. He's in. That's a touchdown. There's the signal, and the Mustangs are an extra point away from tying this one up.
Wow, what a catch by Dean.
So a big extra point attempt here, obviously, as this one would tie it. Number 89, Peyton Reyes for the tie. There's the snap and hold. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. There's a penalty flag that comes out late, and we may get a roughing the kicker here as well.
Yeah, they kind of hit him pretty good there. He's coming up limping, which is not good at all. Especially if this goes into, where you have to kick a field goal to go off the field here.
Stop by 75 in McDermott or visit HDOFDallas.com and make today your someday.
5 yards, running into the kicker. On the defense, penalty applied, kick is good.
Okay, so running into the kicker, penalty of course declined. So we've got a 17-17 ball game here with 2:30 remaining on the clock. Well, we'll keep it here. There's a look at Jalen Maiden, and had his prayer answered that time, Bobby, by Trent Dean. As you said, he was under heavy pressure and just kind of threw it up for grabs, but Dean with the great catch.
Yeah, he throws it up for grabs. I mean, there wasn't even, Dean was the only one over there, and he was surrounded by orange jerseys. He just goes up and one hand grabs it. It's just amazing. This is a coverage sack again. There was no one open. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
Again, Jackson Smith was right there. He thought he was going to get the interception, and Dean just stuck that big paw up and pulled it down. And, boy, a great catch right there that perhaps saved the Mustang season.
Well, we've seen some great catches in these last two, basically last 4 plays, some 2 great catches. Just guys going up for the alley-oop and pulling them down. That shows you how good they've got athletes on this team.
So here we go, 2:30 remaining. The Mustangs set to kick it away here to Rockwall. Now it's going to be up to the Mustang defense once again to come up with a big stop.
Well, this is the momentum you need at the end of the game. You need that momentum. Uh-oh, it's going out of bounds, isn't it?
It's going to come to Smith right at the 17-yard line, and he's going to try to return it. Here we go. Jackson Smith tries to hurdle the kicker and gets upended across midfield. Boy, and he almost broke that one, Bobby, but look at the field position. Rockwall's going to get the start here.
Wow, and it looked like his foot got stuck in the helmet of the kicker there, and it rips the kicker's helmet completely off. Watch this. Boy, he's fast. Look, it gets caught. See, it's caught in his helmet.
Yeah, sure was.
Right there, still in his helmet.
Wow. So Mustang defense looking to come up big here. 1st and 10 for the Yellowjackets at the 47 of Sachse.
This is where your kickers come into play here. You get a little bit of, if you can get just anywhere close to the 30-yard line, you've got kickers that can put the game away.
So an incomplete pass there as he was looking for Cam Creighton. And Creighton cannot hold on, so 2nd down and 10 now.
They got to get to the 30. Sachse's got to hold them because in warm-ups, you saw these kickers. These kickers can kick it from 43 to 45 yards out.
Center man in motion. There it comes. Jacob Rather out of the backfield makes the catch, trying to look for blocks. Mustang defense is there. A short gain of only about 2. So it's going to be 3rd down and long right here, Bobby.
That play has worked for them all day. Sachse was able to stop at that time. They had guys just rolling with him, making sure he can't do a cutback.
Again, we haven't seen number 6, Zach Henry, in the ball game the whole second half for Rockwall. So Jacob Rather, number 21, in there now. And here comes the big 3rd down. 3rd down and 8.
See if they'll throw it to number 11 here. They've got the numbers on this side.
There's the snap, fakes handoff, play action, looking to throw it. Jacob Clark escapes. He's going to run for it. He's not going to get there. He's dropped at the 39. It's going to be 4th down and 2. It's decision time for the Yellowjackets.
Well, with 1.5 minutes left of the, I mean, you've got to go for it here. This is the game.
Boy, look at this, 4th down and 2. They've got to get to the 36.
You got to go for it here. There's no reason to punt it to them with 1:15 on the clock.
Looks like they are going to go for it. So obviously the biggest play of this ball game right here, 4th and 2. As we're going to be going to be under a minute when they snap the ball.
They get the first down, they've got an opportunity to kick the field goal to win the game. So you've got to stop them.
Clark with the quick throw out.
Oh my goodness, he dropped it again.
He dropped it. So the Mustangs are going to take over with 52 seconds left. They've got a shot here.
How in the world? That's the second time they ran the same play, and both times could have went for a first down. Both times ball was dropped. Each time it's hit him right in the hands. Oh.
Yeah, he's got enough room out there, as you said, Bobby. He would have picked up the first down, but the drop ball, and the Mustangs have 52 seconds and all 3 timeouts, so plenty of time.
I mean, I tell you, that right there is a great play, but you got to have people that run it that can catch it.
There's a snap. Maiden looking to throw. Here comes pressure. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down.
You had time. You got your timeouts. You could run the ball here. Just get into field goal range. Now, why is there no timeouts?
Well, they may be playing for overtime at this point, Bobby, after that. Okay, now Coach Behrens calls a timeout.
But you lost 15 seconds off the clock. You can't play for overtime.
I agree.
I mean, they have time to run the ball and call timeouts and get down inside where you can kick a field goal even.
So the first timeout here of the second half after the sack there, a loss of 9.
You need to have something designed for him to get the ball to somebody that's open. You can't just say, okay, everybody run their normal route tree. You've got to design something to get people open, quick little easy passes to get to the outside. Catch that ball and get out of bounds. Run it out of bounds.
Well, now they've got second down and long.
You still had 3 timeouts with 50 seconds on the clock, and the way they've been running the ball, there's no reason you can't pick up 10 or 12 yards, call a timeout, do it again, call a timeout.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And then play action pass off of it if you need to.
Here we go, second down and 18, let's call it. There's the snap. Maiden drops back, looking to throw. Pressure comes again. And he's looking to throw it. He is going to be pushed out of bounds. Oh, he lost the ball before he went out of bounds. And that will stop the clock, but a gain of only about 2 on the carry.
I mean, they have had nobody to throw to all day. These defensive backs have just held Sachse's receivers. No one's open. Maiden has nobody to throw to. And you look out there and you say, well, he had somebody he could throw to. No. They've been covered. He's just running.
Third down and 16 here, 28 seconds.
Man, you hand the ball off here. Spring one.
Maybe looking for a screen pass. Maiden's going to keep it himself. He's got some room out here. Gets a good block by Drew Jackson. He's got the first down and then gets knocked out of bounds, I believe. And they are in Rockwall territory now. That only took about 7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that's what I've been calling. You've got a chance to run the ball right there. Everybody's dropping into coverage. That means they're 10, 12 yards deep. If you can break the first level, you've got some running room.
Or Drew Jackson with a good block there as well. And 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs at the 47-yard line.
Still have 2 timeouts here.
There's a snap, the handoff to Cole, and he is going to be tripped up. Now they're going to have to use one for sure, as he's at the 40. Yeah, but 15 seconds, they're starting to.
Now 15 seconds, you really have to throw the ball.
The wind has died down a little bit, Bobby. It is at your kicker's back.
Let's see, you would have to get these kickers probably around the 20 to have a good, safe shot.
Regardless of what happens here, what a heck of a game it has been. This is exactly what we expected in this area round game between Rockwall and Sachse. Well, look at that shot. The flags are almost straight down, Bobby, so probably a wind maybe 5 miles an hour is about all. So, again, if you get, maybe 15, 20 more yards, you may attempt a field goal here. Again, 15 seconds and only 1 timeout left. And I would imagine Rockwall's going to give you stuff underneath, let you have the 5, 10-yard out routes. They probably don't want to give anything in the middle of the field since you have a timeout left.
If you can get 10 to 15 yards and stop the clock, then you've got another play to get another 10 yards or go to the end zone. So you just need to get to the 20-yard line here.
Here we go, 2nd down and 4. Looks like Rockwall may be bringing pressure now. They are bringing pressure. Maiden's got to, there's, boy, a tackle there. That's going to be holding. That's probably going to be your ball game there.
That's it. That's 10-yard penalty right there.
So they get the holding call, and that's a back breaker right there.
And I would have liked to seen even a screen play. You know, Rockwall's been throwing them all night. They pick up 10, 12 yards each time they run it. Those kind of plays can spring you, especially if they're bringing pressure. You know, and Sachse will call and change plays at the line of scrimmage. It would have been nice to see a little bubble route to the outside. You know, that kind of thing where you got 2 blockers, receivers blocking, get a little quick pass to you, and see if he can break a tackle or 2. And you're also on the sideline, so if he can get to the out of bounds, you save your timeout.
Yeah, and Sachse just uses their last timeout. So I'll tell you what, why don't we take a quick break? We've got 9 seconds remaining. Our score, Sachse 17, Rockwall 17. We are back from timeout. We've got 9 seconds remaining in this ball game. 17-17. Sachse with a 2nd down and 14 at their own 49. But the most important thing, of course, only 9 seconds remaining and no timeouts. So they have to get something down the field, obviously.
So you think Coach Barron's sat over there on the chalkboard and drew up a Hail Mary pass?
I think that's about the only opportunity you're going to have here. Hope for either a good catch or a pass interference call. Now, Rockwall's going to call one of their 3 timeouts, and they're going to talk about things as well. So we'll keep it here. Boy, Bobby, what a great game we have seen thus far. And, again, with 9 seconds remaining, the stats would bear that out.
Yeah, it's so close. 350 yards for Rockwall and 429 total for Sachse. But, you know, they've really been close, especially the second half. I mean, it's just been a great game. Defensively, it's been awesome. Both of them 15 first downs for Rockwall and 17 for Sachse. Again, so close. The passing probably is where Rockwall has taken the advantage. I mean, they have 203 yards passing to 154 for Sachse, but 2 of those were just kind of Hail Mary throws, and somebody went up and got them for Jalen Maiden. So just a great job right there defensively again from both teams. And so 275 yards rushing for Sachse, but most of that all came in the first half, and they really haven't ran the ball that much the whole second half. Of course, they've been kind of playing from behind and having Jalen throw the ball a lot.
Yeah, you're exactly right, though. They were running so effectively in the first half, and then they just really kind of got away from it here in the second half. So gone more to the passing game. And as you've mentioned, you know, Maidens have been bailed out by a couple of great catches by his receivers. But, you know, you're still in position right where you want to be. You got a tie ball game. You've got the ball. And 9 seconds left here. And, well, the official's talking about something here, and I don't know what it could be.
I don't know. Both teams are out there ready to play ball. Maybe they forgot the rule book on when it goes into overtime.
Yeah,
so they go, hey, did you bring your rule book on overtime rules?
They're discussing it to get ready.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. This is a big play. 9 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 14.
This is where you do the triple handoff pitch pass.
There you go. See if they got it in their arsenal. There's the snap. Maiden looking to throw 3 rushers for Rockwall. Maiden's going to step up. He's got to go now. Yeah, and he's just going to get knocked down there at midfield. And guess what? We are headed to overtime.
Again, it looked like the receivers ran the route, turned around, looked at him, and then just stopped. Nobody came to the ball.
So bonus football here for all of you today, 17-17. And Well, you couldn't ask for anything more than an overtime game between these two very talented teams. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages. 17-17, back on GRS TV. Back at Allen Stadium for the start of overtime. At 17-17, we have yet to have the coin toss in the middle of the field. Now quickly for the overtime rules. I think most everybody knows what they are now, is one team will start from their 25 going in, and you obviously either score or you have a turnover on downs, and then the other team gets their chance, and we just keep going back and forth until we have a winner.
Yeah, you go down, you kick a field goal, and then you hold the other team, you win the game. So both teams get a chance to score.
Right, so both teams will have the ball, and again, waiting for the coin toss. And Bobby, I'm kind of back to what you said. You see all the officials huddled up. They may be saying, okay, now how do we do this again?
We haven't had one of these in a while.
Again, captains still have not come out yet.
Well, these guys are having a good time today, aren't they?
Yeah, look at the guy doing the cartwheels there. It looks like me doing cartwheels.
Hey, wait up, he says.
See the Sachse cheerleaders running across the field, showing their school spirit.
That was awesome.
We just got a little bit of a delay here as they get set again for the coin toss to determine who will get the ball first. Well, 17-17 in this area round game. I don't think we mentioned it earlier, Bobby. The winner of this game will move on to the regional semifinal round to take on Pflugerville-Hendrickson, who was a winner last night, 14-7 over Klein. Pflugerville-Hendrickson, 8-3 is their, or pardon me, 9-3 is their record on the year.
Yeah, they won 14-7, so a low-scoring game there.
This, of course, is the final game left in the Region 2 bracket. You had Capella advancing over Mesquite Horn, and also Cedar Ridge advancing over Klein Oak. And, of course, we mentioned Hendrickson, so this is the last of the four teams remaining for the regional semifinal round. You see the referee there talking to both head coaches. Coach Red Barron's there with his back to us, and Coach Rodney Webb of the Rockwall Yellowjackets. Of course, Coach Webb has roots here as he is a North Garland High School graduate.
Oh, very nice.
Well, a heck of a game here between these two fine schools. Getting ready for the coin toss here.
Couldn't ask for a better day. I mean, it's like 70 degrees outside. It's just beautiful. There's no wind, really.
Coach Barron's with the call, and it looks like Coach Webb won the toss.
Which end do you want?
Usually they want to play defense first.
So Coach Barron's deciding which way he wants to go, and he said, hey, I want that.
Rockwall has won the toss.
Yeah, it is going the other direction, but Sachse will be on offense first. So again, they will start at the 25-yard line, and you just play it like a regular game here. Time does not matter. There's no, well, obviously the play clock, but game clock, no time.
This side of the field has a lot of shadows on it. You can see how they're running through it. So, you know, it's interesting that he says, let's go that direction. The wind's actually going against your, you know, in your face there a little bit, and you've got all those shadows there. So, interesting call.
So here we go. The ball will be placed at the 25. The Mustangs with the ball first on offense. 1st and 10. Here we go with some playoff overtime here in the area round. Class 6A, Division I, Region 2 area final game.
So you can get a first down. If you start on the 25, you can get a first down. You play it like just a normal game right there. There's no different in rules. It just starts on the 25.
Except to get no game clock. Play clock obviously in effect, but no game clock. You just play until we have a winner. So here we go. Maiden set for the snap here. 1st and 10 from the 25. There's the snap. Maiden's going to keep it himself, run to the right side, trying to outrun some Rockwall defenders, and he breaks through for about 5 yards. A nice gain on 1st down for Jalen Maiden.
Number 4, Jalen Maiden on the carry around the right side.
Again, they haven't really handed the ball to Christian Cole up the middle, where they were just dominating that first half there. They just were running behind those big old linemen and just getting through there and picking up 10, 12 yards of carry, and we just really haven't seen it this entire second half.
The 14, Blake Barone with the
they're
tackle.
leaning. Back them up. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's a bad penalty here for the Mustangs.
Again, it's cursive inside the 25.
Second down.
Back them up 5 yards, set up a 2nd down and 10.
Well, we've seen it all day. They get inside that 25, and they just have false start penalties. It's really cost them.
Second down, back at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. There's a snap. This time the fake handoff, the quick throw out in the flat, and right there to make the tackle is the Yellow Jacket defender, number 10, with the good coverage on, that's Drew Gladney on Drew Jackson, and a gain of only 1, Bobby. This is a big 3rd down play here.
Tackle made by number 10, Drew Gladney. 3rd down and 9.
So what do you dial up here? Maiden, of course, is dangerous, keeping it himself. 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, well, they really are just manning up on the receivers because they don't feel like they can get open on you. So, I mean, the running play has been... Oh, he gets in there!
Maiden's got time, and that is a touchdown throw to number 7, Derek Rose.
Derek Rose just does a little hitch and then post pattern, get a little outside move and then a post pattern. Again, they were going man-to-man there, and he splits them.
So now the big extra point attempt coming up here for the Mustangs. This is number 89, Peyton Reyes, on to kick.
Woo!
Big extra point attempt.
Boy, time to catch that pass. It was perfect time.
There's a snap and hold. The kick is up, and it looks good. It is good. So the Mustangs now take a 24-17 lead, and all they have to do is hold Rockwall out of the end zone, and they will move on to the regional semifinal round. So a nice play there on 3rd down and 9 to number 7, Derek Rose.
I mean, to get into the end zone, too. I mean, it's not like you got to kick a field goal there. They have to score to win now, to even stay in it. So, wow. What timing to get that pass off right there and make a touchdown. I mean, just they finally take a shot to the middle of the field, too. Everything's been to the outside. This time they throw that little post route right in the middle, splits the 2 defenders. Chalk it up for 6.
So here we go, same rules. Rockwall has it 1st and 10 at the 25. Obviously, they must score and kick the extra point to stay in this ball game.
Well, the crowd's going crazy now, trying to get their defense psyched up.
There's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff. Clark looking
Got
to
him.
the end zone. And, in and out of the hands of number 1, Cameron Creighton.
Woo. Boy, Micah Buchanan has been everywhere today.
It was there, but nice play by Buchanan to knock it away right at the very end. So 2nd down and 10.
I mean, hey, that's what you want. You want to throw it to him. He's there. Woo. Give your guys an opportunity in the end zone. I mean, why not throw it out there?
That's all you can ask for, absolutely. So here we go, 2nd down and 10 now. Jackson Smith comes in motion. They hand it off to him, trying to get outside. He gets the corner, and he is going to be short of the 1st down by about 2 yards, depending on where they mark him out. Yeah, he's 2 yards shy, so it'll be 3rd and 2 at the 17.
So, again, now is what you need to get a 1st down, because you have the opportunity, actually, to get another 1st down. You can get another 1st down here. So you get this 1st down, and then you try to get another 1st down. You get 8 plays, basically. So it's important to get the 1st down here.
3rd down and 2. Let's see if Clark keeps it himself, Bobby, on the quarterback keeper. There's the handoff. Nope, they hand it off. Lawyer Bailey with a 1st down and more. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 10, or just inside the 10.
Boy, I thought he was fixing to sneak through there and score. That running lane just kind of opened up, and he kind of hides down, gets low. Boy, watch this. He just gets in behind that big old number 75. Boy, what a great block 75 makes right there.
Yeah, they're going to mark it right at the 10, so it is 1st and goal. So 4 plays to get it in here. They set Lawyer Bailey in the backfield. Send a man in motion. Jackson Smith, they hand it off to Bailey, coming to the right side. And he's inside the 10, down to about the 7, so a gain of 3.
Number 2.
Looks like Chase Davis comes down from that 2-tech position and makes a big tackle.
Number 95, Chase Davis.
Boy, they got Jackson Smith going in motion, Bobby, but he can barely even run. And he just kind of gives up on the play.
He's hurting, man. He knows he can barely move. So, I mean, you see that as a defense, and you just can't let him get open behind you, but you can really double down on somebody else. And, boy, the mismatch, it looks like, is up at the top.
Clark hands it off to Smith, coming to the left side. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. Goes inside and knocks out of bounds at the 1, it looks like, Bobby, depending on where they mark him. They may say he stepped out at the 2.
Well, for somebody that can't hardly walk, how's he getting a jet sweep and still getting 10 yards? It's amazing how fast he must be. Of course, you got to know if he's coming across, you've got to be aware of him.
Isaiah Humphreys with the hit there, so it is going to be 3rd and goal at the 2. Snap, Clark keeps it himself.
No, he does not get
and he
in.
doesn't get anywhere, so here we go. It's going to be 4th and goal from the goal line, like right outside. They've got him marked like half a yard outside the goal line.
They got to do that again, I'm sure.
Well,
it's going to be very difficult to hold him.
They got to get it in, though, Bobby, because it's 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be on the inch-yard marker. Do it again. Those big old offensive linemen that Rockwall has, it's going to be hard to stop that.
Goodness, 4th down and goal just at the half-yard line. And Rockwall's going to go ahead and use a timeout here. Well, and I'll tell you what, Bobby, Clark got hit right at the 2, but I think his lineman behind him just kind of pushed him forward there and got him all the way to, again, just barely outside of the goal line.
I mean, as big as your quarterback is, he's 6'5". I mean, you're going to take the snap under center just like Jalen Maiden was doing earlier and see if you can just push yourself in. So I'm going to go up there and run my play that benefits my players.
And they don't have Clark under center. He's in the shotgun, so an interesting call here. They're going to send Smith in motion. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Bailey. He is going to be...
He's no good.
Let's see.
He's on the 1. He did not make it. Game over.
No signal yet.
He comes down with the ball on the 1-yard line.
They're game over, and the Mustangs have advanced. So the Sachse Mustangs hold the Rockwall Yellowjackets out of the end zone, and it is bedlam here on the Sachse sideline. Wow, look at this scene. There it is. You can't tell from the hip, but the officials say he was held out of the end zone. And the Sachse Mustangs will move on to the regional semifinal.
Incredible, just incredible. Congratulations, Sachse.
Boy, and as the teams line up here in the middle of the field to shake hands. Boy, heck of a game. Here's a look at it here on the replay. You can see Bailey gets hit low, and let's see where he is. He gets kind of turned around, and yeah, the ball doesn't appear to be over the line when he is down. Boy, look at that shot by our GRS TV camera crew. And there it is. Wow. So a great job by the Mustangs, and I believe that was number 2, Micah Buchanan, that came up with the big play. And the Sachse Mustangs will advance to the regional semifinals to play Pflugerville-Hendrickson. Well, congratulations to Coach Rodney Webb and the Yellow Jackets. They had a great season, but for Coach Red Barons and the Sachse Mustangs, they are moving on. Our final score tonight from Allen Stadium in Allen, Texas, the Sachse Mustangs 24, the Rockwall Yellowjackets 17. We'll see you next time on GRS TV.
Bye.